BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. The tech billionaire Elon Musk has called for Nigel Farage to be replaced as leader of Reform UK. The two men had recently struck up a friendship, and there have been reports that Mr Musk was considering donating large sums to the party. Our political correspondent Billy Kember has more details.
In a post on his social media site X, the world's richest man has written that Nigel Farage doesn't have what it takes to lead Reform UK, and a replacement is needed. Mr Musk doesn't explain why he thinks that, but in his response, Mr Farage acknowledged that the pair disagreed over Mr Musk's support for the far-right activist known as Tommy Robinson. The Reform leader added that Robinson, who's in prison for contempt of court, wasn't right for Reform, and he wouldn't sell out his principles. Mr Farage acknowledged that Mr Musk's criticism of him was a surprise. He described the billionaire as a remarkable individual, but said on this issue he disagreed with him.
Earlier, Nigel Farage defended Elon Musk after his attacks on Labour about grooming gangs. The owner of X called the Home Office Minister Jess Phillips a rape apologist for rejecting a request from a national inquiry into child sexual exploitation in Oldham. The Health Secretary Wes Streeting called that a disgraceful smear. There's been travel disruption across the UK because of heavy snow. Several key roads in northern England have been closed, as have a number of rail lines. Manchester and Liverpool John Lennon airports have reopened their runways after staff cleared them of snow. Leeds Bradford Airport has also reopened its runway, but our correspondent in Leeds, Nikki Schiller, says it's not back to normal yet.
There is such a build-up of people, particularly in the departure lounge, that they're going to have to manage which flights take off when and how they get them through security. So disruption continues. There's also still that knock-on disruption at Manchester Airport and also at Liverpool John Lennon Airport.
As efforts to secure a ceasefire in Gaza continue, the territory's Hamas-run health ministry says Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 200 people since Thursday. At least 10 Palestinians are reported to have been killed overnight. Israel says it's targeting Hamas fighters and infrastructure. The Russian Defense Ministry says the Ukrainian army has launched an offensive in Russia's Kursk region, an area Kiev partially occupied exactly 5 months ago. In recent weeks, Moscow has been trying to push the Ukrainians out of Kursk. Our correspondent Will Vernon says the operation is still in its early stages.
The Russian Defense Ministry in a statement earlier said that Ukraine launched this offensive in the Kursk region at around 8 o'clock this morning local time, and that fighting was ongoing. And you mentioned the head of the Ukrainian presidential administration, Andriy Yermak. He didn't confirm the operation in a post on social media, but he did hint at it, saying there was good news from Kursk region and that the Russians were getting what they deserved.
And the first major prizes of award season for film and television productions will go ahead tonight in Los Angeles. Possible winners at the Golden Globes include Wicked, Emilia Perez and Conclave. BBC News, it's 4 minutes.
Total Sport. BBC Radio Merseyside.
You're listening to me, Phil Munns. This is Total Sport for a Sunday afternoon, and it is the big one. It's Liverpool against Manchester United, which means it would be rude not to remind everyone of the fact that this could be a Premier League double over Manchester United this season, because remember back at the start of September when we were just finding out what Arne Slot and his Liverpool side were all about? Well, the Reds won convincingly at Old Trafford. In a week that Oasis announced their comeback, Arne Slot's master plan worked perfectly.
If you're starting to work at Liverpool, everybody knows, every player that comes in knows that, and every manager that comes in knows how important the game against United is. It's similar to when you work at Feyenoord, how big the game against Ajax is. So people tell you, but it's not really necessary, because if you follow the game of football, which I do, for a long time, you know the importance of Liverpool against United, or United against Liverpool.
We look a bit more secure defensively. I think we were a lot more controlled our game today, 3-0, and yeah, it could have been more. You know, we've had a couple of goals, one goal ruled out offside, we've had a couple of counter-attacks that probably should have ended up in a better result, but you know, you can't argue with 3 great goals that we've scored. And then yeah, the clean sheet's massive for us. You know, when you come away to your rivals like Man United, then it's so important to keep a clean sheet, and that's what the manager said before the game.
Take the time to make some sense of what you want to say, and cast your words away upon the waves.
United give it away. Here's Ryan Gravenberg. Gravenberg has got Salah on his right-hand side. Here is Mo Salah, cuts it right across, and Szoboszlai, and Diaz is there! And Luis Diaz has scored for Liverpool, and there's nothing wrong with that one, surely. Luis Diaz.
Say it loud and sing it proud today. And then dance if you wanna dance. Please, brother, take a chance. You know they're gonna go which way they wanna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please, brother, let it be. Life on the other hand won't make us understand. We're all part of a master plan.
Bruno Fernandes, Robertson will come across, there's the cross, edge of the penalty area, Mazraoui is there, saved by Alisson, couldn't hold it but he did enough to stop it. Diaz, no foul again, Luis Diaz for Liverpool. Here's Mo Salah, right hand corner of the United penalty area, Salah in towards Diaz, 2-0, what a goal! Brilliantly worked by Liverpool, they've doubled their lead, it's 2-0.
Say it loud, sing it proud today. I'm not saying right is wrong. It's up to us to make the best of all the things that come our way.
Kobe Mainu, eyeball forward looking for Collier, he'll head it down, here's Xerxes on the edge of the box, trying to curl it, good save Alisson. Kobe Mainu, challenged by McAllister, McAllister wins it back, Szoboszlai, he's got Salah forward, Jota 2, here's Mo Salah, Salah, 3-0! As easy as that, Liverpool opening up Manchester United once again, it's 3-0.
We'll dance if they wanna dance, please brother take a chance. You know they're gonna go which way they wanna go. We know is that we don't know how it's gonna be. Please brother let it be. Life on the other hand won't make you understand. We're all part of a
Salah. He's too strong. He's too... Oh, brilliant from Gravenberg and Szoboszlai. It's Matador stuff. Here's Salah to Szoboszlai. Now to McAllister. What a goal this would be if it ends in a goal. Mo Salah curls it. Deflection. Oh, just wide of the far post. They're toying with United now. Rashford with Alexander-Arnold for company. Gets a cross in, and there's a header down, saved again by Alisson from Xerxes. Here's Martinez, halfway inside the Liverpool half. Collier out to Rashford again. Rashford with Bradley this time for company. Cross far post, danger here, and it's the wrong side of the post from Xerxes.
I'm really happy with the result of today because if you come here and you know the game is really intense against Manchester United and if you dominate it like this, you can really be happy with the result. I think I played a good game. I had also my moments, but at the end I'm happy with that I played like this.
Not only a win, but also a very good performance. I was really pleased about the work rate of the players. Our work rate without the ball was tremendous, and that's what you need if you play in Old Trafford against so many quality what they have. Then you need to be really strong without the ball, and we were that. And if you then want to win it, you need to be good with the ball as well, and that's what we were as well.
It was comprehensive that day, and Liverpool, I'm sure, would take that once again today. They're at home to Manchester United, kicking off at 4:30 in our live exclusive local radio commentary this afternoon, right here on Total Sport. And we can hear more from Arne Slot now, and the leaders Liverpool looking to win the league title for the 20th time in their history. The Reds have over 30 league winners' medals within the squad. So how valuable is that experience as they look to finish top in May?
It's always important that you have players that or staff members that know how to win things. But I would be surprised if I work at a club like Liverpool. You would have told me you don't have anyone who won the league in their career, because we are here one of the best clubs in the world. So probably it's normal that there are players over here that have won many things in their career. So it is definitely helpful, but the most thing that helps us winning games is work rate and quality of the players. So of course sometimes it can help if you are used to winning big games, but that's what's quite normal if you play at this club, that you are used to playing big games.
Have you maybe seen specific moments though in tough circumstances in the first half of the season where you've noticed that kind of goes beyond leadership, but moments where the players are taking it upon themselves to marshal themselves through situations?
Yeah, last half hour against Newcastle, I saw players that really stepped up, a team that really stepped up, and sometimes I think Southampton was a bit the same when we were in not the League Cup game but the other one, in a difficult position. So yeah, definitely some moments, and I can come up with probably some other games, but the one that really stands out was Newcastle. I think we had a tough first half, tough first hour. And then when Trent came in, when Dominic came in, and from the ones that stayed in the team, they found another gear. And there you could see how special they are.
We're live at Anfield for Liverpool against Manchester United, 19 minutes away from kick-off. Let's catch up once again with Craig Hignett. Craig, talking about the players there like Arne Slot was, and having that experience of having been there before, and certainly being close before if others haven't quite been there themselves before. How crucial will that be for Liverpool? How big of a factor is that when it comes to chasing down this title?
Well, I think experience is always a factor, Munzi. I think they've got players who've been there, seen it, done it, played in some of the biggest games you can domestically. So I don't think anything will faze them. They know what they've got to do. It's just about consistency. If they can keep the levels up that they've produced in the first half of the season, then they know that they'll probably win the league. Listen, if they keep it up, they might run away with the league the way it's going and the way teams are dropping points. But they can just concentrate on what they can concentrate on, can't they? They've just got to make sure that the levels are where they should be, and if one or two start to dip, then it's up to the others who've been there before and who can see it to say, hey, come on, this isn't good enough, you need to pick up. And they've got leaders in the squad and in the team, and I'm sure they'll do that.
And now, I know you're reluctant to say it could all be done and dusted early doors, but you kind of alluded to it there that Liverpool could run away with this if things carry on. Arsenal and Chelsea both dropping points yesterday. If Liverpool win this afternoon, they'll go 8 points clear of Arsenal with a game in hand as well. I mean, could it be the case that actually, all right, maybe not officially, but this title could be as good as done and dusted by, say, February?
That could be, because if you let this Liverpool team get 5 games in front of you, and by that I mean that someone else has got to win 5 games more than Liverpool between February and the end of the season, that's not going to happen, because we've seen how many teams have dropped points and dropped silly points. You know, it's Chelsea, when they were on that fabulous run, went and ended up dropping points. Arsenal have been dropping points. Liverpool haven't. Liverpool have just been relentless, and they've been. If they can get 5 games in front of the rest of them, for me, that's it, done. Listen, it might be less than that, because I can't see anyone winning more games than Liverpool between now and the end of the season. So while you're reluctant to say, it's going to take something massive from someone else to bridge the gap between them and Liverpool.
It feels like it needs a coincidence or a coinciding sort of factor of Liverpool having a dramatic collapse and an excellent run of form, like you say. And I don't think either of those is likely, let alone both at the same time.
No, well, a fabulous run has got to come from somewhere else, hasn't it? they haven't looked like putting a fabulous run. I mean, Chelsea had a little spell, but we all thought that Chelsea would hit a brick wall at some point, or hit a speed bump at the very least, and they have. Arsenal, they keep throwing in these odd results where they'll draw, go on a run, but then let themselves down. Well, like I say, Liverpool haven't, and Liverpool, even when Liverpool have been bad, they haven't looked like collapsing. They've just been, I think consistency has been the key for them, and you know, even when they're bad, they're probably a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, rarely faltering at all. Craig Hignett at Anfield. Thank you very much indeed. Sounds like the atmosphere is building nicely there ahead of kickoff at 4:30. We will bring you live exclusive local radio commentary right here on Total Sport. You won't miss a kick with us. And then don't forget, you can have your say after the match as well with the post-match football phone-in. As soon as the final whistle goes, get your calls in. You can be chatting with myself and Craig Hignett about what you've just seen. Does it seem like it will be what everyone seems to think it will be? A comfortable Liverpool victory? Are you that confident? You can let me know right now if you like. 0800 731 9333. Let's take another look at the travel, shall we? Yeah, the weather certainly had an impact on things. If you are lucky enough to try and fly away anywhere nice, then your flights might be affected at Liverpool John Lennon Airport and at Manchester Airport as well. The runways have reopened, but severe delays due to snow because they were closed for a while a little earlier on. Elsewhere on public transport, no service on Northern between Huyton and Wigan North Western because of a fallen tree. Buses running instead of trains on Transport for Wales both ways between Chester and Shrewsbury because of a landslip. Normal service has resumed now on Merseyrail between Liverpool Central and New Brighton. There was a track fault there a little earlier on, and no service on the Mersey ferries at Liverpool because of engineering works. But the roads, although they might be treacherous and slushy, no major incidents to report at the moment. Take extra care, allow extra time for those journeys if you're heading out and about, because it is still a little bit dangerous out there, but so far doesn't seem to be anything major causing a problem. If you know differently, give us a call on the travel number. It's 0151 794 0953.
The Hot Seat.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
People are really angry that some criminals will be freed earlier.
I mean, obviously, it's awful. It's not what we want.
Just so I'm clear, St John's Market will be no more.
Probably will be something different to a market, because we've obviously moved on from where we were.
From the police to the Metro Mayor and council leaders, do you think our city is scruffy?
I think there's lots of ways we've got to improve the look of our city.
Every Wednesday from 12, we hold leaders and decision makers to account.
The Hot Seat.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Total Sport Merseyside here for a Sunday afternoon, Sunday the 5th of January. Normality is pretty much resuming now, isn't it? We've got football back on the weekend when it should be on the right days. And if you're lucky enough that you've not been back to work yet, well, set your alarm, and I wish you the very best for tonight. It's going to be a painful one for you tomorrow. Make sure you're back with breakfast, though. Kevin Duala here from 6 o'clock in the morning, waking you up tomorrow. Now, once today goes by, Liverpool will have played half of their Premier League games this season, and Opta, those stats people, they've calculated before this weekend's games that the Reds have a near 90%, 89.9 to be precise. That is their chance of winning the Premier League title. So I put that to a Liverpool fan, Redmen TV's Dan Clubb, and I asked him, is this now Liverpool's title to lose?
No, I would not go that far. No, and for what it's worth, I don't believe Opta either. That's not to say their stats and numbers are wrong, because they absolutely are not. But I'm not bought into that just yet. It's not ours to lose. No matter what sort of the points gap heading into this one on the weekend. Because obviously, I think Arsenal play before we do again. So who knows how the land lies? But there's so much football to be played still. There's so many twists and turns. I'd love to sit here and tell you that let's watch Mo Salah tear Manchester United apart again and score a hat-trick, and then we can all stand inside Anfield and sing we're going to win the league like we did a few years ago. But I'm not quite there yet, regardless of what happens in this particular game. So yeah, listen, we are in a very commanding position, make no two bones about it, like we just are, but we need to continue to double down on that. It's not done yet. There's Arsenal are on our coattails, if you like. Now I'd probably describe them as. Chelsea have wavered a little bit. Man City you can almost forget about from this moment on, which is lovely, great position to be in. But Liverpool have still got a lot more football and a lot more points to get on the board before I can start saying this is ours.
Really? You surprised me a little bit, Dan, because I just think, this is easy for me to say, right, as a non-Liverpool fan, but I just think nobody has got anywhere near the levels of performance that Liverpool have put in this year, and indeed the results as well. I just feel like, I don't know, Arsenal on the coattails? I'm not sure about that.
I tend to listen. I think it looks slightly different again. The picture will look different. Let's say Arsenal do win that game coming up prior to ours. and even if we pick up 3 points against Manchester United, I just think it all, and we've got that game in hand, of course, over Everton, but that is never a given. That's no easy 3 points, much in the way that most Manchester United games are either, because they just mean more than whatever the form suggests. There's more riding on the game, there's more at stake. So yeah, I'm just not, listen, I'm aware of how brilliant we've been, I'm aware of how positive the results have been. However, having said all of that, I just think there's too much to happen, and there's too many times I've been burnt by football to automatically just say it's ours. And Arsenal are a good side. It'd be interesting to see how they cope with the loss of Saka. So far so good in terms of that, but I do wonder if a slip up is coming for them. Liverpool just need to have our foot down and not let other results or other situations impact us. Just keep ticking over, keep churning out wins, and then maybe we'll have a different conversation in a few weeks.
So, Liverpool fans confident, not quite going the whole hog just yet, it seems. Are you? Well, let us know after this game. You can have your say on the phone, and don't forget, once the action is over at Anfield. But moving on now to the opponents, Manchester United. Craig Hignett, I want to bring you back in at this point, because Manchester United are not, what their name has historically suggested at the moment. 23 points behind Liverpool as it stands. Have you been surprised that they've been that poor this season, or have they been going this way for a while?
Well, I think they've been in decline for a while. I think everything that's going on at the football club has been well publicised, and I don't think it's helped. I think they've made some bad decisions. They made some strange decisions. I mean, Dan Ashworth for me was one where they nicked him from Newcastle and then sacked him within whatever it was, 2 months, whatever. There just seems to be something wrong, and that's obviously translated to the players. There's unrest with players. And I think the level of performance has surprised me as well. I mean, we went to Old Trafford earlier this season and watched Liverpool absolutely embarrass them, and that was the biggest gap I've seen in recent times between the two clubs. They just weren't at it, and results as well. Recently, the last 3 league games they haven't scored a goal. They've conceded 7, so they're just in a really tough place, and it's going to take a big overhaul to try and get them going in the right direction. But until that happens, or whether that's allowed to happen, they'll just meander like they are now, because to see United 20 odd points, and what are they, 14th in the league or something, is
14th. They're a point above Crystal Palace at the moment.
Well, it's something where we're not used to, are we? We're not used to seeing Manchester United like that, but I'm not complaining.
I don't think anybody's complaining from this side of the M62, that's for sure. And now, Liverpool have handed out a few thrashings to Manchester United in recent years. Do you think we could see another one today?
Yeah, definitely could. But the hard thing is not to be complacent. They've still got really good players. They've got players who, given time and space, can hurt you. And on any given day, if they click, they can give you a right game. So Liverpool have to be professional. They have to not take into account what's happened recently, and just play their own game. And I think if they get anywhere near the best, Liverpool will win this game.
Do you think United will play their own game, or do you think they're coming to Anfield and they know they need to adapt? But their manager has a clear identity, a formation he likes to play, and he's trying to make players fit into him rather than the other way around. Will he continue doing that, or will he think, actually, today it's Liverpool away, if we don't change things, then we might get that battering?
Well, I think he'll only change it if he starts to get a battering. I don't think he's going to change his principles just for this one game. I think the lineup will be the 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3, however you want to say it, that he's been playing, that he prefers. If the game's not going his way, then he'll have to change it. And historically, I think Liverpool always do better against a back three anyway. So we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. But I've never come into a game where I haven't considered Manchester United at all. It's just been about what Liverpool do. I've done that today. It's just about what Liverpool do, and if Liverpool get anywhere near what they are or what they can play to, they'll win the game. I think they'll win it comfortably.
Well, after winning at Manchester City, Man United have been dumped out of the Carabao Cup, and they've lost their last 3 league games all to 0, as you pointed out there, Craig. But Arne Slot expects Ruben Amorim to turn things around at Old Trafford.
It's a big game, and I think it's, for me, I said it before the first fixture, and I can say it one more time, that they have much better players, in my opinion, than maybe the league table shows at the moment. And I think It's going to take a while maybe for Ruben Amorim to bring this out of the players. I don't know, but they will definitely go up, and they are much better than the league table shows at the moment.
You obviously took charge of this club in different circumstances to that of Ruben Amorim at Manchester United. But can you sympathise with the pressure that he's under as a manager, also taking charge of a Premier League club for the first time?
I think every manager sympathises with every other manager, because we all know how much pressure this job brings. That's not different for him than for me or for any other manager that works in the Premier League or somewhere else around the world. This is a job where there's a lot of pressure. This is also something we like, otherwise we definitely must not do this. And like I said, he's done so well at Sporting Portugal that and again, I think he has a good squad of players as well, so he will eventually bring the best out of them.
Szoboszlai who hits it! Oh! What a start! And what a first goal for Dominik Szoboszlai!
Comes back to Trent Alexander-Arnold! Oh, he's done it! Unbelievable!
Mo Salah down towards the dead ball and left foot in! Oh my goodness! What a stunning finish from Mo Salah! Alexis McAllister! Oh, that's brilliant! What a hit from Alexis McAllister!
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Liverpool are on a mission to stretch their lead at the top of the Premier League to 8 points. Can they get on the way to getting out of sight and to closing in on this Premier League title? They can send out yet another huge message again today if they can dispatch Manchester United. Big in name, of course, maybe not in terms of their league position right now. It's still Liverpool against Man United, and it's live on Total Sport Merseyside. Over to Anfield now, to your commentary team of Craig Hignett and first Mike Hughes.
Absolutely spot on with the timing, Munzi, as Liverpool and Manchester United come out from the tunnel beneath us from our commentary position. High in the main stand at Anfield. Fantastic atmosphere building as the two sides line up either side of the halfway line. Liverpool, of course, on the Kop end side, and we're just going to hear the Premier League music, and Virgil van Dijk and the Liverpool players walk down the line of their Manchester United counterparts, each with a mascot alongside them. The Liverpool lineup for this game with United shows just one change from the team that annihilated West Ham at the London Stadium a week ago. Ibrahima Konate comes in for Joe Gomez. So Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson the keeper and back four. Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Curtis Jones. Salah, Diaz and Gakpo. On the bench, Quivine Kelleher, Wataru Endo, Darwin Nunez, Federico Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota, Kostas Tsimikas, Jarell Kwanzaa and Conor Bradley on the bench. Manchester United in a 3-4-3 formation. Andre Onana in goal. A back three of Matthias de Ligt, Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez. Nusa Mazraoui and Diogo Dalot in the wide positions. Ugarte and Mainu centrally. Then Diallo, Højlund and Bruno Fernandes. On the bench for United, Bayinda is the goalkeeping substitute. Tyrell Malacia, Lenny Yoro, Casemiro, Toby Collier, Christian Eriksen, Anthony Alejandro Garnacho and Joshua Zirkzee. Michael Oliver is your match referee, and this is the most famous anthem in world football.
impressive rendition of You'll Never Walk Alone than usual, with the scarves aloft all around the stadium. Liverpool poised to get the game underway, attacking the Anfield Road end, and it's turned back immediately to Alisson. Right-footed clearance out towards the left-hand side, headed clear, and then Konate just prior to halfway. United, as the head tennis continues, and then Gakpo heads it down to the feet of Andy Robertson just inside the Liverpool half. Forward ball towards Luis Diaz. Keeps the ball tight to his body, but it's won back there by Ahmad. First free kick of the game. Alexis McAllister guilty of a challenge there on Mazraoui that the referee didn't like. Free kick to United. Fabulous atmosphere, Craig.
Yeah, it's a brilliant atmosphere. Always is when Manchester United come to town.
United take the free kick, eventually work it forward towards Højlund. Kobbie Mainoo. And then a long ball forward towards the run of Højlund is threaded through from the left-hand side. United have got a man down. Play is going to be brought back. I think it's Mainoo who's gone down there under the challenge there. I think it was the way he delivered the challenge there on Ryan Gravenberch as he slid in with his right foot to try and win the ball. I don't know whether he's got a knock on his ankle, but
I think he got a knock on the head. I think as he's gone through Gravenberch, when Gravenberch's trying to get out of the way, his boots just hit him in the head, Mike, and he's took one. I don't think it's much.
Well, with 90 seconds only into this contest, on a freezing cold day, you certainly wouldn't want to be getting a boot to the head, would you?
I don't. It was an accidental one. Gravenberch didn't know anything about it. It was just the slide, the momentum of the slide had just taken Kobbie Mainoo through when he won the tackle and just got a clip on his head for his troubles.
So the break in play continues. United goalkeeper Andre Onana comes to have a look and make sure that Kobbie Mainoo is okay, and he is. Gets up to his feet. Good player, isn't he, Mainoo? Even in a struggling team, there have been times where he's shown such quality. Goes off the field, and we're going to restart with an uncontested drop ball for Liverpool. 15 yards short of halfway, and it's brought out there by Ibrahima Konate, then Alexander-Arnold for Mo Salah. Salah slides it into the path of Virgil van Dijk inside the centre circle, inside the United half. Right-footed ball to the left for Diaz. Diaz has Gakpo outside him and then elects to go to the right of centre for Konate. Konate looking for options, finds one short in Van Dijk. Van Dijk considers what his options are, and Mo Salah caught in possession there. In fact, it was not Salah, it was
Trent
Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, that was ridiculous because they'd waved Kobbie Mainoo on and he came from, the ball was going over to Trent and he looked offside there as well. And he just ran from behind him. Obviously Trent still thinks he's off the pitch. It was awful from the officials.
United maintain possession. Liverpool eventually get everybody back behind the ball. Looked as though there was the opportunity for United to get across it, but now they're inside the Liverpool penalty area. Excellent defending on that occasion from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then he allows Konate to clear out towards the right-hand side, and Liverpool win a throw-in. The last touch there was off Lisandro Martinez. Throw into Liverpool on the right-hand side. Apologies if some of the language you heard in the background there was not to your liking. Liverpool throw in, 4 minutes gone, 0-0. Craig Hignett.
Yeah, I mean, just there you could see McAllister having a word with Michael Oliver, just saying, you know, he wasn't happy with the way Mainoo was let back on. I think Oliver just apologised to him, actually.
Andy Robertson races forward over halfway, picks out Cody Gakpo. Gakpo makes a lateral run from the left-hand side to a more central area. Support from Ryan Gravenberch, carries the ball 5 or 6 yards with the ball at his right feet, then finds Robertson. Robertson for McAllister, out to Diaz on the left-hand side, running in towards the edge of the penalty area. Back it goes to McAllister. McAllister for Robertson. Robertson back with McAllister, crossing opportunity. Instead, it's a curling right-footed pass back for Ibrahima Konate, who decides to Go back to Alisson, 15 yards outside his penalty area. Van Dijk. Back for Alisson, all in black, the Liverpool goalkeeper. 5 minutes gone, 0-0 at Anfield as Alisson and Van Dijk play keep ball between them. Now it's Konate, forward pass comes the way of Curtis Jones, and then taken on there for Liverpool by Gravenberch. Lofted pass for Robertson, that's headed clear, but Liverpool try and pick up possession. Curtis Jones turns into trouble. Kobbie Mainoo coming away with possession. United have got options outside them with Fernandes picking out Ahmad. Mazraoui's pass is cut out, and that's good work from Alexis McAllister on the left hand side. Picks out Robertson. Infield it comes to Ryan Gravenberch. Short ball for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Central position over halfway. Has Mo Salah outside him, of course, on the right hand side. Racing inside the penalty, it gets a low cross in. Just blocked by Maguire on the edge of the 6-yard box. And United hack it clear and out for a throw.
Well, he was struggling there, Maguire. It was a brilliant run. Trent was in space, fed Mo Salah, just cut inside on his left foot. No one got anywhere near him. Fed a dangerous ball in, and Maguire was a bit of a stretch. Try and clear it. Luis Diaz was running in behind him for a tap in. Dangerous moment.
From the resultant throw in, Liverpool win themselves a corner as Mo Salah was channeled just by the byline. Corner on the Liverpool right hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold to swing this one out. Looks like a more orthodox Liverpool approach to this set piece after trying that, in inverted commas, Arsenal approach in recent games. Let's see what they can produce from this. 6 3/4 minutes gone, 0-0. In it comes from Alexander-Arnold. United partially get it clear, then it's out by Fernandes. Racing forward. Manchester United get the runner out towards the left-hand side with Ahmad. Back it goes, and infield for Kobbie Mainoo on halfway. For De Ligt, who leaves it for Mazraoui. Back with De Ligt, and even further back towards the edge of the D for Harry Maguire. Lisandro Martinez on the left edge of his penalty area. Goes out towards Diogo Dalot on the left hand side. Infield once again for Ugarte. Ugarte for De Ligt. Out on the right hand side it's Mazraoui. Back with De Ligt. He's going to go back for his goalkeeper by the look of things, or slide it across the penalty area for Harry Maguire inside the D. Picks up possession, saunters forward, lofted pass to try his best to pick out Bruno Fernandes to the left hand side, but too much on it. It's out for a Liverpool throw in. 8 minutes gone, 0-0.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to play, aren't they, United, but then when they've got no options, they just go long, and Liverpool's been easy for them just to pick the ball up. That was a lovely ball from McAllister.
Curtis Jones, Diaz inside the centre circle. Andy Robertson back for Diaz. United get everybody bar Højlund back behind the ball very quickly. McAllister for Konate. Angle ball there for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah 5 yards from the edge of the penalty area. Goes back for Alexander-Arnold. Short ball into the path of Konate. Konate for Gravenberch. Back with Konate. And then Konate plays it towards the edge of the penalty area. It's headed clear. Gravenberch wins it in the air. Cleared by Lisandro Martinez. Out towards Diogo Dalot. Cuts in field. Short ball for Kobbie Mainoo. Lisandro Martinez. Dalot goes back to the edge of his own penalty area. Maguire with the long ball out towards the right hand side for Mazraoui. Midway inside his own half. Slightly further back than that. Finds De Ligt. De Ligt back for the goalkeeper. And Onana out towards the left hand side. Diogo Dalot. Ball up towards Højlund. Can't control it, and eventually Liverpool have it back with Konate. The ball towards the edge of the D, but Mazraoui heads it in field towards Manuel Ugarte. And then Lisandro Martinez out towards the left hand side. United enjoying plenty of possession inside the opening 10 minutes of this game without causing too many problems, and seems to be a more pragmatic approach to this match from Manchester United, and They come forward and out towards Mazraoui. 5 yards inside Liverpool territory, right hand side. Out it goes to the left hand side. Diogo Dalot chests it down. Moves in towards the edge of the penalty area. 12 yards further back from it. Receives the pass once again from Ugarte. And then Mainu is in support. Ugarte back for De Ligt, just inside the Liverpool half, trying to get away from Diaz. Clearance strikes McAllister out of play for Liverpool, for a throw-in rather to Manchester United. 10.5 minutes gone, it remains 0-0. Liverpool yet really to get going in any sort of attacking sense.
Yeah, they're just feeling each other out, aren't they, at the moment? They've had that one dangerous situation where Mo Salah cut inside on his left foot, tried to feed the ball in for Luis Diaz, and Maguire was there just to cut it out at full stretch. But apart from that, chances have been few and far between. It's just been possession, and mostly United's possession's been in their own half. When they've got into Liverpool's half, it's been fairly comfortable for Liverpool.
Long ball forward from De Ligt. Alisson races out of his penalty area.
See, I don't think you should be getting involved there, Alisson. You just stay back. Virgil van Dijk had it under control.
Yeah, there were two players close to the ball, and Andy Robertson and Virgil van Dijk, and he raced out because Højlund was running towards it. But the point that you make was that, you know, with two players quite near to it and Van Dijk racing across to cover it, then it isn't necessary.
No, but I mean, Van Dijk's got the legs, hasn't he? I wouldn't be bothered about Højlund's pace in behind. I think Van Dijk will cover that all day long.
Mainu gives it away. Cody Gakpo, who's brought down. Manuel Ugarte, the guilty party. Liverpool free kick. Michael Oliver has a good look.
No, we've seen yellow cards given for less, haven't we?
Slid in. He looked to be out of control on that occasion.
Yeah. When you slide in like that and don't make contact with the ball and take the man, it's normally a yellow card.
Free kick taken. Liverpool in the end retreat and go back to Alisson. Out to the left-hand side for Roberts. Forward ball in field for Diaz. Diaz controls it. Short ball for McAllister. Fantastic pass there for Curtis Jones. Helps it on towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah out towards the edge of the penalty area. Plays it in low. Right play here for Alexander-Arnold. Shot is blocked. Alexander-Arnold again. Diaz! Right-footed over the bar. Got right underneath it. That was a bit more like it from Liverpool. Remains 0-0.
Yeah, it did. It opened up with a pass from McAllister, a first-time pass. They ended up getting Trent in down the right. He played it to Mo Salah, and when he tried a cross, the clearance was only half cleared to Trent, who got a really good strike on it, but it was blocked by Martinez, I think it was.
It was a real shame it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it was on target.
Yeah, Liverpool, when those interchanges come quickly, that's the key, isn't it?
Yeah, the quicker they pass it, the quicker Man United have got to make decisions and cover spaces.
Virgil van Dijk. It's 7 years to the day since his Liverpool debut. It was a memorable one. Scored the winning goal in an FA Cup tie against Everton. Now Robertson. Lovely run down the left-hand side. Short ball from Diaz for McAllister. McAllister running away from Ahmad. Out towards the left-hand side. Hands it back to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones in field for Luis Diaz. Angle pass for Ryan Gravenberch. Forward ball, a chance for... Lovely effort on goal from Cody Gakpo. Just flicked it wide at the far post. Mo Salah racing in to try and meet it, but couldn't get there before the ball went behind for a goal kick to Manchester United. That was close for Liverpool.
Well, there's a brilliant little ball in there from Luis Diaz. He just got Gravenberch in, and when he played it to Gakpo, the form Gakpo's in, you just think it's a goal. He's just got to lift it over and put it on target. Gets the lift right, but the direction's wrong. Goes past the post. It was a real chance for Liverpool.
Best chance of the game for Liverpool so far, but they're just beginning to build a little bit of momentum. United win back possession with Kobbie Mainoo and Ugarte in combination, but then they put the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw-in.
Little signs like that, Mike. United have started okay, but then when you start to concede chances, little mistakes happen, like Mainoo's there where he's kicked the ball out of play.
After a solid defensive start from United, what we've seen in the last 2, 3, 4 minutes, that will feed through to the United players, they'll begin to question themselves.
I would think so, especially as chances start coming more frequent for Liverpool.
Alexander-Arnold's wonderful pass in field there for Curtis Jones. Tried to turn it out towards the left-hand side, and Cody Gakpo. It's headed away, but only into the path of Andy Robertson. Support offered near the halfway line, but inside the United half from Curtis Jones. Back for Van Dijk. Strokes it square for Ibrahima Konate. Out to the right-hand side. Good control there from Mo Salah. In comes across a chance. Fantastic save there from Onana as McAllister caught it on the half volley as it dropped into his path. Right-footed, driven goal with good save. Liverpool have a corner.
What a pass this is from Salah to McAllister, who made a forward run. Done everything right, McAllister. It's a difficult one. Keeps it down low on target. Good pace to it. Onana just stands up, gets a leg on it. Doesn't know much about it, but you have to say it's a decent save from the keeper. But another chance for Liverpool.
Liverpool corner, right-hand side, 0-0. Almost 60 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool beginning to open up the United defence with a degree of regularity. In comes the corner, too close to Onana, and the United goalkeeper catches it without too many problems and walks the ball with it in his hands towards the edge of the penalty area. Now drops back 2 or 3 yards before dropping it to the deck and picks out De Ligt. Right corner of the penalty area. Forward it comes to Diallo. Liverpool win it back but can't maintain possession. And Diallo for Højlund. Tucks it back in for Ugarte. Ugarte for Højlund. Brought down by Virgil van Dijk. And there's a challenge on Ugarte as he delivered the pass. Free kick goes Manchester United's way as the rain continues to swirl around Anfield. Dreadful weather overnight, of course, with heavy flurries of snow. It was a white Christmas scene almost when we woke up this morning, but that's given way to pretty much a thaw, but heavy rain and mixed in with some sleet as well. United free kick swung out towards the corner of the penalty area, headed in to the box by Maguire, but Liverpool break. Lovely angle pass towards Mo Salah from McAllister. The challenge from Bruno Fernandes to steal possession for Manchester United. Kobbie Mainoo on the left flank, back in for Manuel Ugarte, then Maguire and Lisandro Martinez back to the goalkeeper Onana. Clears it out towards the left hand side for Diogo Dalot, midway inside the United half. Mainoo turns it back to Maguire inside the United penalty area. De Ligt for Maguire again. Long ball forward to try and pick out Ahmad. Headed away by Van Dijk, only as far as Mazraoui. Kept in by Ahmad, and then Ugarte short for Maguire. United all in white this afternoon as a banner is carried round the field to honour Liverpool fan Max Greenhouse. And "You Never Walk Alone" is roared out by the Kop for one of their own who sadly died recently. 18.5 minutes gone. Liverpool throw in deep inside their own half, level with the penalty spot, Kop end. Alexander-Arnold with support from Ryan Gravenberch, try and work it into space for Mohamed Salah, but it's cleared for a Liverpool goal kick, and Van Dijk gets things started for Liverpool. Andy Robertson back for Van Dijk. Nice angle ball for Trent Alexander-Arnold. A lovely pass, or the intention was a good one there for Mo Salah, but it was well read there from Manchester United by Diogo Dalot. And then a pass from Fernandes for Diogo Dalot to get the cross, and a chance at the far post. Well, he caught it all wrong there. Did Ahmad as he approached it with his head, but Kobbie Mainoo with a shot. It's deflected over. United have a corner. It was slightly behind the United player Ahmad as the cross came in from Diogo Dalot, left-hand side, and even though he connected well from a good position, because it was behind him, managed to get a head on it, but as he fell to the deck, he's hurt himself. I think he might have just fallen and crashed into the body of Alisson perhaps, but he's down and receiving treatment. And that was a good opening for United. And Diogo Dalot, when he gets into advanced positions, I know he's had a fair bit of criticism for this in terms of what his end product is, but he's one of the United players who last season and this can, I think, hold his head up relatively high.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Mike. I mean, he timed his run really well on that left-hand side, and once he got in, it was whether he could produce a decent cross. He did, but Ahmad had just ran past the ball, and in the end, he ended up heading it back towards the edge of the box. But he was in, wasn't he? There was no one covering him. If the ball was half a yard in front, then that should have been a goal. But it was a good break by United, the first of the game, and their best chance so far.
0-0, 21 minutes gone. United corner, right-hand side, Kop end. Ahmad walks round the pitch. He's got to stay off for an amount of time after going down. In comes the corner. Liverpool headed away, and short volley pass from Mo Salah towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Infield he runs, and he manages to foul Matthijs de Ligt. According to the referee, Michael Oliver, Trent Alexander-Arnold doesn't necessarily agree.
He just couldn't get the ball out of his feet, Mike, could he? Because Mo Salah had made a run on that right-hand side, and he broke away really well from that set piece from United.
And de Ligt, who ran in front of him, really, there wasn't an awful lot more that Trent Alexander-Arnold could do. Free kick for United, though. 15 yards inside the Liverpool half. Central position. Fernandes with a cross towards the far post. It's headed down by Harry Maguire. Flags up for offside. He headed it into the back of Matthijs de Ligt. And Liverpool have a free kick almost midway through the first half. No goals at Anfield. Liverpool have had some good opportunities. Fabulous save from Andre Onana from Alexis McAllister. Mo Salah has had some decent possession in good positions as he tries to turn away there from Diogo Dalot. I think we're going to see a yellow card there.
Yeah.
He just had his hands on Mo Salah for about 10 seconds there.
Well, he wasn't going to get the foul, Salah, either, and he was all over him, and then he'd used his body brilliantly to turn him, and then once he tried to run away from him, he just had his hands all over him, didn't he?
Challenge there from Diogo Dalot on Mo Salah. The ball hit Salah last. Out of play for a United throw-in. Just one or two moments of frustration for Liverpool in those key areas when they haven't had the best of fortune. United throw-in. The whistles is because Liverpool fans think the United are wasting a bit of time. They win back possession and come forward with Fernandes midway inside the Liverpool half. His angle ball is cut out, but he gets a second chance to pick out Rasmus Højlund, left edge of the penalty area. Gets a low cross in towards the near post, and taking no challenges, hoisted over his own crossbar there by Ibrahima Konate, and that was the best option. United have another corner.
Yeah, done well there, Konate, got himself in a really good position. Disappointing that he got the cross in. Højlund from that left-hand side, United's left-hand side, but Konate's done well to get that up and over. Just signs, isn't it, that the game's opening up a little bit. United have had a couple of forays now into Liverpool's box and look dangerous.
And even though you'd rather not see that, it's going to create some more space for Liverpool.
Absolutely.
Corner left-hand side.
And look at the crowd scene all the way around.
Fernandes curls it in towards the near post. There's a melee as the ball drops and cleared back out to the left-hand side. Flag goes up. The oldest one in the book. Fernandes didn't run back quickly enough. It's offside. The referee waves play on. Thrown out by Alisson to Ryan Gravenberch. Travels quickly. Over halfway now. Has support with Diaz outside him, left-hand side. Infield it comes to McAllister. He's got those black gloves on again. Always does when the weather isn't too kind, and certainly in these freezing conditions. Diaz gets away from Mainu. Mainu gets a foot in. Nice ball from Robertson to Diaz. Diaz tried to play it in field. Comes off a United player, eventually out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. 25 minutes gone, 0-0 at Anfield. Liverpool throw from Gravenberch, midway inside the United half, back for Robertson. Robertson support from Van Dijk, works a 1-2 with the Liverpool left back. Back for Van Dijk once again. Van Dijk square pass for Konate, looking for options, strides in field, ball forward for Curtis Jones, turned into traffic where Mainu wins back possession. Højlund on the half turn, couldn't find the space he wanted, cleared by Van Dijk for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah outside of right hand side, Salah runs towards Diogo Dalot, gets a cross in, headed away by Ugarte, and then cleared there by Bruno Fernandes from Mazraoui right hand side, through the legs there of Luis Diaz, with a bit of good fortune for United's right wing back. Then De Ligt for Martinez, and then Dalot forward for Fernandes. Fernandes slides it back for Harry Maguire, a couple of yards from the edge of his own penalty area as United defend the goal away to our left, the Anfield Road end. 26 minutes gone, 0-0 at Anfield. Full commentary on BBC Radio Merseyside, Total Sport Merseyside, the only station that covers every Liverpool game in the domestic football calendar. And we've got the Total Sport football phone in to come after this encounter. You to us on 0800 731 9333. The rain continues to swirl around Anfield as we await the first goal of the game. You get the feeling that when that first goal does come, as long as it does, then more will follow. Andy Robertson for Liverpool, 6 or 7 yards short of halfway. Infield to come towards Gravenberch. Van Dijk, Konate to the right of centre. Curtis Jones, first time ball for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Swinging pass for Andy Robertson, has Cody Gakpo outside him left hand side, running towards the edge of the penalty area. Finds McAllister, and then Gravenberch at a stretch, trying to loft it in towards the penalty area. Slid in, didn't have any real control of where he's putting the ball, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Manchester United. Remains 0-0.
Yeah, it was just a little bit loose, wasn't it, from McAllister? The ball was moved really nicely by Liverpool from left to right, and then when it found McAllister, you just expect better from him, don't you, because he's so good technically, but he just put that one too far, gave Ryan Gravenberch too much to do.
Goal kick taken, flicks off a United head, Liverpool throw it. Bruno Fernandes is furious. What an unusual sight that is.
I would have been as well, because
I think it did come off a Liverpool head, didn't it? Yeah.
Quite clearly won the header.
But it doesn't...
It's always nice though, isn't it? When you...
It doesn't take much to get his dander up, does it? Fernandes, good footballer that he is, he creates so many problems with his continuous moaning. Lovely 1-2 there between Alexander-Arnold and Curtis Jones, and then Alexander-Arnold just lost his balance and United win back possession, but not for long. Kobbie Mainoo takes a tumble, and Liverpool with McAllister. Short ball from the halfway line for Virgil van Dijk. Robertson methodically to the left hand side to Gakpo. Gakpo back for Robertson and Van Dijk again. Patient ball in field for Gravenberch. That's a lovely turn away from Kobbie Mainoo. Right, Gravenberch shoots. Oh, it's just wide. Lovely run forward there from Ryan Gravenberch, and he wasn't far away with that crashing right foot shot either.
No, it's brilliant, isn't it, from Gravenberch? Just opened his body up, let the ball run across him like he does so well, pushed it past Mainoo, and it was a really good strike.
Leicester
just needed a little bit of bend on it, didn't it, Mike, with the outside of his foot?
Just where that bounce came was just in front of the post, and then just taking it further away. 0-0, 29 and a half minutes gone. Onana with the goal kick, one in the air by Konate, restored to the Liverpool lineup after injury. Coming in for Joe Gomez, who got injured a week ago at West Ham. United win possession, but Liverpool win it back. Towards the edge of the penalty area, Liverpool advance, and then United just managed to get it out of harm's way and out towards the left hand side and down the line for Bruno Fernandes, doing well to hang on to possession under strong driving from Alexis McAllister, who concedes a free kick with the challenge, and United with a chance to.
Yeah, it was a little bit needless that from McAllister, Mike.
Just a little bit over anxious,
yeah,
wasn't he?
I mean, he had Fernandes where he wanted him. He was facing away from goal. He was on the touchline. Just stand up, let him go backwards. Just don't let him turn.
Free kick taken by Manchester United, and Højlund, the recipient, receives it, goes out towards the right touchline, and then United with Kobbie Mainoo, long cross in. No problem for Liverpool as it's collected by Alisson. The intended target was Amad Diallo's run, but a little bit too straight for Manchester United, and Robertson in possession for Liverpool. Liverpool have had some decent chances. United just managing to maintain their goal intact. Andre Onana in the United goal. We'll be happy to see that clean sheet. United haven't had many of those in recent weeks.
So I think that's on all the time, where Curtis Jones just went out to the right hand side there, and United have got one covering Trent, one covering Salah, and no one could cover Curtis. And I think every time
when
the
he
ball
makes
goes
those
on,
runs,
yeah, well, just to drift out onto that right hand side, and he'll be able to get the ball and get turned all day.
And it is Curtis Jones in possession. Lisandro Martinez chases after him as he moves out towards the right hand side, gets the ball back from Konate, forward ball, Trent Alexander-Arnold running it behind the United defence, gets the cross in, it's a block, and it comes, well, I was going to say that came off United defender as he was moving across to make the block. Looked as though I think it was Harry Maguire, but no, the referee indicates that it's actually a goal kick, which when you see where the trajectory of the ball as the cross came in, it seems strange that.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing is a little double ricochet, but it didn't look like it, did it?
32 minutes gone, we await the first goal. Long clearance by Onana out towards the left of centre. United flick it on, but Liverpool coming forward with Cody Gakpo in a good position. Edge of the penalty area, out for Salah, and Alexander-Arnold in towards Ryan Gravenberch. Ibrahima Konate, angled pass there for Alexander-Arnold on the right touchline. Could have got an early cross in, but chose instead to pick out Alexander-Arnold. Back to halfway for Konate. Ibrahima Konate for Curtis Jones. Nice pass there in towards the edge of the penalty area from Liverpool, from Ryan Gravenberch, but United just get enough bodies behind to get it out of harm's way, but Liverpool come again. Oh, late challenge by United on Luis Diaz, but play answers the referee as the running behind from Højlund, taking him away from Andy Robertson, but he slipped at the vital moment and Robertson clears. Diaz stole in behind Manuel Ugarte, and then Diaz is crashed into this time by Harry Maguire, but the ball breaks for Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk there for Trent Alexander-Arnold, out towards Mo Salah, 15 yards inside the United half, running in from the right hand side. Has Trent Alexander-Arnold as an option. The fans roar their team on. No goals after 34 minutes. Andy Robertson for Ibrahima Konate. Everybody bar Alisson inside the United half. Mo Salah, fantastic record in this fixture. Challenged by Sandro Martinez. Gravenberch out towards the right hand side, and then Curtis Jones exchanges passes with Trent Alexander-Arnold, and back for Liverpool to start building again with Alexander-Arnold. Short for Curtis Jones. Ryan Gravenberch, Salah racing in towards the edge of the penalty. Back for Gravenberch, cross towards the far post. It's over Cody Gakpo. Robertson's going to try and get the early cross in. Just headed away by Maguire. Taken down on the Try there by Fernandez and volley clear, but Liverpool come again. That's a lovely turn. Curtis Jones goes back to McAllister. McAllister for Cody Gakpo, edge of the penalty area. On his right foot, gets the cross in, not accurate enough. Cleared for United by Martinez. Headed back out towards the left-hand side, and United win possession with Ahmad. Ugarte's ball for Fernandez in a bit of space left-hand side. He gets Diogo Dalot running outside him now. Still Fernandez. His intended ball is cleared, and then comes back and hits Fernandez, and then ricochets forward towards Alisson in the Liverpool goal. No problem at all to field it, but United had a chance to build there. Thankfully it didn't come to anything at all.
Yeah, they did. You just get a feeling, don't you? Liverpool getting some great positions, but then are a little bit passive. They don't go as though they're going to break away really quickly. Hoyland there just kicking the ball away.
Ugarte guilty of another foul on Luis Diaz, who's come in for a bit of hammer so far. Liverpool restart, and Salah receives it, edge of the penalty area. Salah pokes it back to Gravenberch. Short square pass there for McAllister. Robertson to the left of centre, guides it back towards Konate. Angled pass there for Trent Alexander-Arnold, gets the low cross in. Outstretched boot clears it for United. Lofted back in towards McAllister, takes it down. Good defending there from Mazraoui, who heads it back to his goalkeeper. Andre Onana. Remains 0-0, 36 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, not a bad ball in from Trent. It found McAllister, who'd just drifted into the box, but the ball was an awkward height. He tried to chest it. Mazraoui read what he was going to do, just got a header back to his keeper.
Frustration for Liverpool fans that it remains 0-0, and United win a free kick for a challenge on Bruno Fernandes there.
It's a bit of a silly one as well, Mike, because you know sometimes you've got to accept that the ball into him is a good ball and there's nothing you can do to get it, but Gravenberch just needlessly climbed all over him.
Yeah, over anxious there. Free kick for United, but just a reminder, in that 7-0 game at Anfield a couple of seasons back, it was 0-0 up to the half-hour mark. So Liverpool, as the free kick comes in, headed away by Virgil van Dijk, flags up for offside, and that's criminal from United to get caught offside in those sort of positions.
In the warm-up they were practicing those types of situations and free kicks.
Liverpool restart, and Konate ambles up towards halfway. Alexander-Arnold back for Salah. Then Liverpool's right back receives possession, tucks it back in for Konate. Forward pass, takes it over halfway to Curtis Jones. Salah right hand side. Curtis Jones runs outside it. Salah towards the edge of the penalty, gets the cross in. McAllister tried to control it, just sped off his right foot and ran away from him at the vital moment behind for a goal kick.
It was unlucky, you know what he was trying to do. He was just trying to guide it,
wasn't he? Guide it. Yeah.
Just caught the inside of his foot too much.
He's got into some good areas, McAllister, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's made some really good runs into the box. Found a lot of space in
that cracking run into the penalty area, inside right channel, and just half volleyed. Caught the ball on the half volley. It was a really good save for Onana. It's a foul on Luis Diaz by Harry Maguire this time. Liverpool free kick, another one, and they're beginning to tot up now. The foul challenges from United players. I think a forward pass, a bit too straight from Andy Robertson. It was aimed for Cody Gakpo to make that run inside left channel, but Gakpo's starting position was nearer the touchline than Robertson's pass would give him a real opportunity of getting on the end of. Thrown out by Onana for the long ball forward for the run and behind of Rasmus Højlund. The ball's out of play. Liverpool throw in that Virgil van Dijk looked as though he was going to take. Further back, Liverpool have got to go, as indicated from the outstretched arm of referee Michael Oliver. No cards so far, 15 games for him so far this season, 76 yellows and 1 red as United win back possession. towards the right hand side with Ahmad. Kobbie Mainoo. Swinging cross from Ugarte towards the far post. It's not kept in, but
it's miles out.
It's actually got out of play there. Well, Manchester United still in possession, and that's really poor as the free kick is awarded to Liverpool.
It's miles out of play, that one.
Gravenberch was foul, but that was 2 yards minimum.
It was incredible.
Out of play.
You can see Alisson
behind the dead ball line.
Saying to him as soon as he headed it back, everyone was just expecting the whistle to go.
Free kick hit long downfield, but straight to a white shirt, and United get the chance to build again. Ahmad's angle ball there for Fernandes inside the penalty area, slides it across the 6-yard box, looking for Højlund. Liverpool retrieve the situation with the all-seeing eye, and a clearance there from Virgil van Dijk. United throw in, but that was danger.
Yeah, they opened Liverpool up there, down Liverpool's right hand side. Fernandes just got the run on Trent and played the ball across, and Virgil van Dijk was stood right in the middle of the box, and you can see Fernandes after saying to Højlund, get a run across the front of him.
It's going to be a long throw in left hand side from Diogo Dalot. It's almost level with the penalty spot, and in fact he throws it back to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez goes back there for Ugarte, headed out by Trent Alexander-Arnold, but only for Diogo Dalot. In comes the cross, away by Van Dijk impressively. Little lofted pass straight for Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is beaten to it there by Kobbie Mainoo, and United with Ugarte managed to maintain possession. Short ball to the left hand side from Ugarte for Fernandes. Back with Ugarte, and then out to Diogo Dalot. United backpedal into the final 3 minutes almost as Højlund's in behind the Liverpool defence. Great save from Alisson. Might break for Fernandes. His shot is blocked, but that's United's best chance of the game so far as the ball was played forward quickly. Højlund in behind. Shot was blocked by Alisson. Good challenge there from McAllister. Forward ball there for Diaz. Diaz pass for Mo Salah. This time Salah in behind the United defence. Getting back goal side, but Salah gets the shot in left-footed. Wide of the far post. It's a goal kick, just a little bit too frantic in the end from Mo Salah after the pass had found him, and he's frustrated. But from one end to the other, in
Trent
less than a minute.
Well, Trent went to sleep with the first one. Højlund made a good run in behind him. Trent didn't even see him. He got in, and it was a really good save from Alisson. He stood up as long as he could, made himself big.
The left foot shot was a good save.
Yeah, and then Fernandes on the rebound. It was decent connection on it, but I think that ricocheted off, probably off Trent.
43 minutes gone almost, still 0-0 at Anfield. Total Sport Merseyside with Liverpool every step of the way. Liverpool altogether 8 fixtures in January, as the calendar shows no sign of relenting as far as important football fixtures for Liverpool. Well, Konate's pass out towards the right hand side is beyond Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's gone out for a throw-in, and that's just all a little bit unnecessary.
I mean, there's no need for it, not under any pressure. Just slapped it too hard. Trent was never going to get anywhere near that.
United with a good turn by Fernandes on the left touchline. Comes off Alexander-Arnold, throw in for United. It's going to be taken by Dalot, 15 yards inside the Liverpool half, though he's taking it further forward than he should do. He's also at the midpoint of the Liverpool half as he throws it in field for Bruno Fernandes. 44 minutes gone. Angle pass to the right of centre there, from the right of centre out towards the touchline, towards Mazraoui from De Ligt. Ahmad, short pass is intercepted by McAllister. Gravenberch gets away from one challenge. Impressive tackle by Kobbie Mainoo. He brings down Alexis McAllister. Liverpool get themselves a free kick taken by McAllister, back for Van Dijk. Last knock into the first half. We await the first goal.
Yeah, I mean it's been a very average first half. I think from Liverpool's point of view, they can play much better, there's no doubt.
Hasn't been as joined up.
No, they've had little spells, haven't they, where they look like they're going to open Manchester United up, and they've created 1 or 2 chances.
Lofted ball forward for Mo Salah's run, headed away by Alessandro Martinez. United 2 minutes to add on. Liverpool have possession with Alexander-Arnold. Wins a throw-in as he was tracked there by Kobbie Mainoo. Came off Mainoo, throw-in taken. Good run there by Gravenberch in towards the edge of the penalty. Might break here for Luis Diaz. Diaz with a chance, might break, but Gravenberch's shot is blocked. United just get enough bodies in to get it clear.
Yeah, that's what it was, mate. It was just a combination of bodies, wasn't it?
It was a wall of them.
Yeah.
But Luis Diaz with an impressive run that took him past a couple of challenges, just didn't have the best run of the ball as Alexander-Arnold overhits the pass behind for a goal kick. We've seen that once too many from Liverpool in this first half, where the passing has been too casual, too slack, and really undermining their attempts to open up this United backline to the extent that they really could have done.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a little bit negative for me. They haven't been, when they've got the chance there, they haven't looked to play forward enough.
Into the final minute of the 2 to be added on, as Kanate connects with the long clearance from Andrea Nardi. United have possession. McAllister just trying to open up the United backline. It deflected off a United player into the path of Bruno Fernandes. Then right hand side is Mazraoui. Support from Ahmad. Gets away from McAllister. Guides it back towards Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt with his right foot back for Harry Maguire. Maguire in possession for United. Outside to Diogo Dalot. Dalot looking for options. Running short towards him is Fernandes. Fernandes back to Lisandro Martinez. Maguire for Martinez. It's going to go out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. This will be the last action. In fact, it won't be the last action. There is no more action in this first half. No goals at Anfield. Liverpool have been a little bit short of the standards we've come to expect from them recently, and in fact for the vast majority of this fabulous first half of the season that it's been for the Reds. As a consequence, they've not really been able to open up the United backline with the regularity that we've come to expect from them. There have been 1 or 2 moments of magic, noticeably a lovely shot caught on the half volley on the turn from McAllister that was hit with his right foot. Good save from Onana. Salah's had a couple of moments where he's got in position, but the final moments just haven't worked in his favour, and he's been off target. There have been good runs from Luis Diaz on a couple of occasions, but United have got a wall of bodies in behind, and same too for Gakpo once or twice where shots have been blocked. United have looked dangerous on the counter, and they too, when the crosses have come in from wide positions, in particular when the cross from the left hand side was from Diogo Dalot, was just behind Ahmad, and he connected with his head, but not to be able to fashion a real opportunity. And Rasmus Højlund ran in behind the Liverpool backline inside left channel, got behind Trent Alexander-Arnold, who'd been a little bit negligent. Left foot shot, wonderful stop there from Alisson in the Liverpool goal. But Liverpool, there's plenty of room for improvement in the second half. Craig Hignett, what do they need to do to get that breakthrough?
Well, they need to play quicker, that's for sure, Mike. You need to look forward quicker. If it's on, just do it. You know, a lot of times they've won the ball, they've got the first pass, and then they end up coming back and starting again with centre halves when United were there to break on. They've been a little bit reluctant in that first half. They've played within themselves, that's for sure. So they need to play a little bit quicker, and we're looking for some quality. You know, quality in and around the box. When they've shown quality and played quicker, they've opened United up. They need to do it more on a more consistent basis. We've seen it a few times this season where they've come out first half, they haven't played what we expect them to play, or they haven't reached the standards that they have in certain games. But second half, they always come out and put the foot on the gas and find a way. And I think it'll be the same this half. I think Ruben Amorim will be really pleased with what he's seen from his side defensively. and they've had the one or two chances, notably with Hoyland. I think Arne Slot will be disappointed with what he's seen from his Liverpool side in the first half.
Yeah, and Liverpool have been frustrated just with that final pass, haven't they? Just that last detail in the key areas has been lacking, which is pretty unusual.
Yeah, I mean, if they get enough chances in the second half, you can bet your life that one of them will find its target. It's been a little bit sloppy. The play around it has been a bit sloppy. We've seen Kanate hit one out of play. We've seen Trent Alexander-Arnold overhit one out of play. So things that you don't normally see, we're seeing in that first half. But I expect Liverpool to come out second half. I'm sure Arne Slot will have some strong words at half time, because it hasn't been good enough in the first half, but it's still 0-0.
Yeah, United have looked dangerous on the counter. Liverpool certainly with the lion's share of possession, but the end product just hasn't been there in the opening 45 minutes. So plenty of room, as I say, for improvement, and hopefully better to come from the Reds. Half-time score at Anfield: Liverpool 0, Manchester United 0.
Total Sport.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Yeah, seems a little bit flat so far at Anfield. We do know, though, that Arne Slot's Liverpool do like to step it up after half-time. So fingers crossed that is what we will hear in the second half. Make sure you rejoin us for that second half commentary right here on Total Sport. I'm Phil Munns. We're here through until 7 o'clock. You can get your reaction to the game in as well. Don't forget the post-match phone-in is on for you. You can call to book your call in whenever you like during the second half. The number is 0800 731 9333. But for now, it wasn't a bad Christmas for Liverpool, was it? We heard earlier how they thrashed West Ham 7 days ago. Just 3 days earlier, they came from behind to beat Leicester City at Anfield, the Reds beating the Foxes on a foggy Boxing Day evening.
Aberdeen gets a low cross in towards the penalty spot. A turn shot. Oh, Leicester remarkably have got a goal in front. Absolutely incredible. Jordan Ayew inside the penalty area, turned on the penalty spot, swiveled and banged a right foot shot goalwards that went low past Alisson. Break from McAllister. The ball ends up squirting out towards the left-hand side. Oh, it's in! Oh no, it hits the post and the keeper just manages to put the ball behind. He didn't know anything about it. The cross came in from the left-hand side. Andy Robertson with the header. Darwin Núñez. It's a really loose pass and might break for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mo Salah inside the box, curling shot. Oh! It's hit the crossbar with the goalkeeper beat. Cutting in from the left-hand side on his right foot, shoots! It's a magnificent right foot curler from Cody Gakpo. And as we mentioned in commentary a little bit earlier, all the defenders know that Gakpo's strength is cutting in from the left-hand side on his right foot. That's precisely what he did then. But you try and stop him in full flight when he puts in a shot like that.
Take me to the clouds above. 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 Take me to the clouds above.
Curtis Jones, did he have a crack? Sets up Mo Salah. Salah, a low cross. It's Curtis Jones with a lovely finish, crisp and hit sharply past the goalkeeper. Callis' intended pass squirts off a Leicester player. It's a lovely ball there from Cody Gakpo to pick out Mo Salah. Inside the penalty area now on his left foot. Salah with a shot! Salah with a left foot finish right into the back of the net. He stands in front of the Liverpool fans at the Anfield Road end and just stretches out his arms.
You're listening to Total Sport, live commentary coming up of the second half of Liverpool against Manchester United, 0-0 at the break at Anfield. And into the Total Sport archives now once again we go as we head back 6 years. Do you remember it? It was Virgil van Dijk's debut. He celebrated by scoring the winner in Liverpool's 2-1 win against Everton in the FA Cup third round at Anfield.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sport on this day.
Number 23 is Liverpool. The 7-time winners have a home draw against number 16. Against Everton. Liverpool play Everton in the third round of the FA Cup. Ouch.
Oh, written in the stars, a million miles away, a message to the main. Oh, the seasons come and go, but I will never change, and I'm on my way.
Yeah. Gomez crossed towards the far post. Oh, across the face of goal on the half volley there from Milner as it dropped. Clever ball in from the right-hand side. Milner took it first time. Wide of the target inside the penalty area with Lallana. Mane! Just wide of the target. The referee's given a penalty. The referee's given a penalty for the challenge on Adam Lallana. It was a challenge by Holgate, I think, on Adam Lallana. James Milner spots the ball down. The referee blows his whistle, up he steps and scores! Sends Pickford the wrong way and just chips it to the left-hand side.
Stars, a million miles away, a message to the main. Oh, the seasons come and go, but I will never change, and I'm on my way.
Corner cop end left-hand side, swung deep towards the far post, headed wide there by Joe Gomez. Well, he had a free header down the line there from John Joe Kenny. Liverpool get it clear, headed on in field there from Firmino. Nice ball from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Adam Lallana's going to get there first. Lallana shoots just wide of the target. I think Phil Jagielka gave him the hurry up.
They say the money is the root of the evilest ways.
Milner just gets it back from Oxlade-Chamberlain. In comes the cross. Pickford just about gets a touch on it, takes it out of harm's way. Robertson has it though inside the penalty area. Down towards the dead ball line, shoots, saved by Pickford. Hooked away there by Holgate. What a fantastic save by Pickford.
I knew that maybe someday I would understand. Trying to change a 10 to 100 grand. Everyone's a kid that no one cares about. You just gotta keep screaming till they hear you out. Oh, written in the stars, a million miles away, a message to the main. Oh, the seasons come and go, but I will never change, and I'm on my way.
A bit of pace there from Balassi, finds Ademola Lookman, left-hand side. Everton on the counter, good pace by Lookman. Picks out a man inside the penalty area. Everton have got it there, touched on it to the path of Gylfi Sigurdsson, who rattles it in, right footed. Lovely Everton build-up play. Let's go! Here comes the corner from Oxlade-Chamberlain towards the near post. Heading to the back of the net. It's Virgil van Dijk on his Liverpool debut. And headed them 2-1 in front. It was another peach of a corner from Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh, you couldn't even script it, Mike, could you? It was written in the stars for the lad.
BBC Radio Merseyside Sport on this day.
Some very, very excitable co-commentary there. Will we get some in the second half? Goalless at the break between Liverpool and Manchester United.
Free kick taken. Liverpool in the end retreat and go back to Alisson. Out to the left-hand side for Roberts. Forward ball in field for Diaz. Diaz controls it. Short ball for McAllister. Fantastic pass there for Curtis Jones. Helps it on towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah out towards the edge of the penalty area. Plays it in low. Right play here for Alexander-Arnold. Shot is blocked. Alexander-Arnold again. Diaz! Right-footed over the bar. Got right underneath it. Robertson. Lovely run down the left-hand side. Short ball from Diaz for McAllister. McAllister running away from Ahmad. out towards the left-hand side. Hands it back to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones in field for Luis Diaz. Angle pass for Ryan Gravenberch. Forward ball, a chance for... Lovely effort on goal from Cody Gakpo. Just flicked it wide at the far post. Andy Robertson. Support offered near the halfway line, but inside the United half from Curtis Jones. Back for Van Dijk. Strokes it square for Ibrahima Konate. Out to the right-hand side. Good control there from Mo Salah. In comes across a chance. Fantastic save there from Onana as McAllister caught it on the half volley as it dropped into his path. Right-footed Diogo Dalot. And then a pass from Fernandes for Diogo Dalot to get the cross and a chance at the far post. Well, he caught it all wrong there, Ahmad, as he approached it with his head, but Kobbie Mainoo with a shot. It's deflected over. United have a corner. McAllister. Short ball from the halfway line for Virgil van Dijk. Robertson methodically to the left-hand side to Gakpo. Gakpo back for Robertson and Van Dijk again. Patient ball in field for Gravenberch. That's a lovely turn away from Kobbie Mainoo. Right, Gravenberch shoots. Oh, it's just wide. Lovely run forward there from Ryan Gravenberch, and he wasn't far away with that crashing right foot shot either. Højlund's in behind the Liverpool defence. Great save from Alisson. Might break for Fernandes. His shot is blocked, but that's United's best chance of the game so far as the ball was played forward quickly. Højlund in behind. Shot was blocked by Alisson.
Szoboszlai who hits it! Oh! What a start! And what a first goal for Dominic Szoboszlai! Comes back to Trent Alexander-Arnold! Oh, he's done it! Unbelievable!
Mo Salah down towards the dead ball and left-footed. Oh my goodness! What a stunning finish from Mo Salah.
Alexis McAllister! Oh, that's brilliant! What a hit from Alexis McAllister!
BBC Radio Merseyside.
So can Liverpool once again step it up in the second half to get the job done? Goalless at the break between Liverpool and Manchester United. To take you through the second 45 minutes, let's rejoin our commentary team of Craig Hignett and first Mike Hughes.
No sign as yet of the two sides as the Liverpool ground staff continue to try and make running repairs towards the pitch. The forks are out, and after all that overnight snow, which will have added moisture to the surface, we've had incessant rain over the past couple of hours. Maybe not as heavy now as it has been recently, but still heavy enough, and you can see it as it cascades down onto the pitch, catching it in the floodlights there over on the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand. Liverpool, so much possession in the first half, but not being able to open up the United back line to the extent that possession would have done and what you'd expect from them, as United all in white come out for the second period, and Virgil van Dijk on the 7th anniversary of his Liverpool debut leads out the Reds. He's got his blue boots on, and now he signals to the players as they come out, let's get our exercises in, as we've had a 15-minute breather and been on our backsides, just to get those muscles working again and to start the second half in fine fashion. And let's get that goal that will put Liverpool in the driving seat.
Yeah, they need to start quick second half. I'm sure Arne Slot will have had words with them at half time. First half wasn't what we've come to expect from them.
It's going to be United to kick off in the second half. Liverpool attacking the Kop goal. You don't need me to tell you how much of a difference that normally makes. And the Kop roar their team on at the start of the second period, and we're underway as back it goes to Onana in the United goal. Stops the ball right footed, then clears downfield. Flicks off the head of Curtis Jones, cleared by Alexander-Arnold, headed forward by Maguire headed away by Konate. Head tennis continues with McAllister out towards the Liverpool right, but Dalot for Manchester United is first there. Forward pass is cut out by Alexander-Arnold. Short to Salah. Infield to McAllister. McAllister with the ball at his right foot. Goes out towards the left of centre for Robertson. Short angle pass infield towards halfway for Curtis Jones. Breaks inside the United half now. Support inside the centre circle from Ryan Gravenberch. Just to the right of him is Konate. Konate's pass for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Forward it comes towards Mo Salah. Mo Salah is challenged there by Lisandro Martinez. Maintains possession. Back with Alexander-Arnold. Gravenberch for Salah. Salah on his left foot. Just on the touchline. Short ball from Curtis Jones out towards Gravenberch.
See, they're the times that it's easy for United, Mike, when Liverpool have had 6 or 7 passes all in the same area of the field and then they go back into it again. It's easy because the bodies are already there.
United have got everybody back behind the ball, and Liverpool just not finding the necessary penetration and those penetrative runs in behind as Salah guides it forward. Curtis Jones is just waiting for the possession come his way, but Kobbie Mainoo stole in, finds Lisandro Martinez who clears, but cushion-headed pass there from Konate, back for Alexander-Arnold who goes back to the goalkeeper Alisson. Short pass there for Virgil van Dijk. Long ball out towards the left-hand side looking for Cody Gakpo, headed only into the path of Andy Robertson. Mazraoui gets the block in. Liverpool win the first quarter of the second half.
Well, it was positive from Andy Robertson.
It was a really quick run, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a quick run. He took a good touch and then a good second touch. By the time he got to the byline, Mazraoui done all right actually to get a block in. From behind for a corner. McAllister looks like he's going to swing it in right-footed.
Liverpool have got 3 players inside in and around the 6-yard box. Van Dijk takes up a position nearest the penalty spot, as does Mo Salah. 4 players now inside the 6-yard box in Liverpool shirts.
Yeah, I think Michael going to have a word with Højlund and Konate here.
Yeah, there's a bit of pulling and pushing and shoving. We see the referees have words with players, but then very, very little follows as the ensuing battle continues. In comes the corner towards the far post, palmed away. Just broke there kindly for United, but Salah's challenge is slightly late there on Manuel Ugarte as they fall for possession inside the penalty area. Free kick for United inside the box that Onana is going to take, but as that corner kick dropped just the edge of the 6-yard box, Liverpool just couldn't get that important contact.
No, I mean, it was a great corner, wasn't it? Right underneath the crossbar. There was a crowd scene around Onana, made it difficult for him. He got something on it, but the ball just bobbled about and it just wouldn't fall for Liverpool.
United with Diogo Dalot running in towards the penalty area, left-hand side shoots. What a terrific challenge, wonderfully timed there by Virgil van Dijk to make the block and put it behind for a corner, just as Diogo Dalot pulled back his left foot and tried to get the shot goalwards. And United have got themselves a corner kick, but getting in behind in that position inside left channel has happened too often in this game.
Yeah, it has. They just switched off a little bit there. I thought they thought Oliver was going to blow for a free kick. Højlund, little push on Konate, but he didn't.
Corner on the left-hand side, but Bruno Fernandes is going to curl in right-footed towards the edge of the 6-yard box. United guide it back there towards Mazraoui, gets the cross in, Liverpool clear, and then a real shame that the forward ball didn't find Mo Salah, but United with possession as Ugarte finds Ahmad. Long ball hit diagonally from Bruno Fernandes. Liverpool had it clear only as far as Kobbie Mainoo. Good challenge there to win back possession, but eventually it's a good ball from McAllister out towards Salah. Salah almost knocked it past Lisandro Martinez, but United just win possession in the really tight battle, and angle pass out there from Fernandes to the left, from the left to the right hand side of Mazraoui. Finds Ahmad, slipped at the vital moment, and then it's just run out of play incredibly there by Liverpool, rather unnecessarily. And Not many times when that happens, when the player in possession of the ball is Virgil van Dijk.
No, I mean, he tried to chip it over, didn't he? Ahmed was on the floor, couldn't do anything about it, and the easiest thing in the world was just chip it over him and carry on your run, and he just chipped it too far, Van Dijk.
Still 0-0. Kobbie Mainoo works it back for Harry Maguire, midway inside his own half. Short pass to the right of centre for De Ligt. Mazraoui breaks inside the Liverpool half.
I don't think Liverpool have handled the wing backs very well. United's wing backs. I think it's an easy out ball for them every time when this back three gets the ball.
And they're finding space, aren't they?
They know that either Dallow's on or Mazraoui's on.
Dallow runs past Trent Alexander-Arnold. Crossing opportunity in towards the far post, headed away by Van Dijk. Ryan Gravenberch turns and tucks it into the path of Alexander-Arnold. Forward ball put out by Lisandro Martinez. Martinez towards the left edge of the penalty. Fernandes to the left-hand side of him. Runs in towards the box. Sets up Lisandro Martinez. Shoots! United 1-0 in front. Thumping left foot drive from Lisandro Martinez, crashing past Alisson into the roof of the net, Anfield Road, and the United fans behind the goal away to our left hand side are delirious. They cannot believe it. United in front at Anfield, and Liverpool defensively not at the races again. It's Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1.
Mike, that was shambolic in the back. You can't defend like that and expect to keep a clean sheet, because there's so many times where Liverpool could have engaged and didn't, just stood off, didn't go with runners, just basics, simple things. United, doesn't matter how bad you are, if you're given time and space like that on the edge of the box, you're going to find the pass, and they did, and Martinez made the very most of it. It was a really good finish. It was smashed high, in off the bar, really good finish.
Martinez with the United goal after being fed by, was there possibility of an offside there, I wonder? No, Lisandro Martinez with the angle ball. United building down that left hand side, and then
there's some really poor defending.
Fernandes with the short pass to the left of him, and doing the rest was Lisandro Martinez, and we're seeing a yellow card issued the way, I think there, of Amad Diallo for something that he'd said. And Liverpool are going to restart shortly. Once again, apologies if any of the background noise and one or two words from the Liverpool fans have not been to your liking. Liverpool kick off in the second half, and they trail by a goal to nil. Here's Luis Diaz still in possession as the ball's cleared against him, down towards the byline left hand side. Support offered by Cody Gakpo. He's brought down. No, he isn't. Referee says no, it's behind for a goal kick. That's one key area where Liverpool have not been able to find Cody Gakpo at all really in the match so far, and that's where Gakpo has been so pivotal to Liverpool's recent good run.
Yeah, he hasn't got any space at all out there. But that's because Manchester United, when they haven't got the ball, they're playing a rigid back five. The wing backs come in and sit in, and they make it a back five, and the four sit in front of them. Just leave Højlund on his own, and it's really difficult to get any space unless they play quickly.
Liverpool fans making their presence felt, getting behind their team. It's at these times where they need it most. Liverpool just lacklustre on occasion so far today, and defensively very, very poor there at that move that led to the goal for United. But they've got possession now with Alexander-Arnold. Ball upfield is aimed for Mo Salah.
He's lost his head a little bit, Trent, I think.
Yeah, well, when he hits the ball with the outside of his boot from that position, there's only one place it's going.
Yeah,
that's out of play.
Yeah, I think he's just a little bit frustrated at the minute.
United throw in, left hand side, Dallow's forward ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold gets a touch on it. The clearance eventually goes out for another United throw in. 55 minutes gone. There's still 35 minutes for Liverpool to get a goal as Kobbie Mainoo gets away from two Liverpool players. Is brought down by Ryan Gravenberch and United have a free kick.
Yeah, well, the tails are up. You can see that. Kobbie Mainoo should never get out of that. There's 3 Liverpool players around him. Wriggled his way out of it.
There's combined frustration here, isn't there, from so many Liverpool players.
I mean, look at that.
At the shortcomings, and Diogo Dalot crosses in, and Konate gets his head to it on the edge of the 6-yard box. United win it back with Kobbie Mainoo. Mainoo's cross shot is blocked there by Alisson, put behind by Konate, and Liverpool, in fact, it's put behind. It's gone out for a throw-in, I think. It just about managed to stay this side of the dead ball line, and I think Liverpool's defending. Again, I'd use the word that Craig had used to describe the United goal. It's shambolic.
It is. They look all over the place at the minute. Jittery, panic. Call it what you want. Letting the ball bounce in your box like that, and then allowing a shot to be taken.
Corner. Fernandes takes left-hand side, punched away, and headed down there towards Mo Salah. Nice pass for Luis Diaz. Diaz breaks over halfway, gets a runner outside him in the shape of Cody Gakpo. Then a completely overhit forward ball. Mo Salah had made the run, but it was overhit. It's behind for a goal kick, and I think Andre Onana is going to be spoken to now by the referee, just to make sure he doesn't overdo it in terms of time wasting. And that pass, it kind of summed up the way things have gone so far.
Yeah, it has been really frustrating. Again, pass, a simple pass you would think, nowhere near its target.
I think we could well have a double Liverpool substitution on the way. In fact, we are going to have that. Darwin Núñez and Diogo Jota are going to come on, and it's probably going to be Luis Diaz and maybe Cody Gakpo that are going to come off, but we wait to see. Maybe they might dispense with one of the midfielders and go for broke. I doubt it, but you never can tell, as Curtis Jones is brought down by Martinez and Liverpool get a free kick. So the substitutions have come before the hour mark. Very unusual for Arne Slot in most situations, in most matches, but Diogo Jota, excellent finisher that he is, and a free-running Darwin Núñez, who hasn't had the best season so far. What can they produce? Liverpool free kick though before the substitution, midway inside the United half to the right of centre. In it comes from Trent Alexander-Arnold. United get first contact on it, and then it's cleared downfield by Ugarte. Short ball there from Gravenberch towards McAllister. In comes Cody Gakpo! He's done it again! Cody Gakpo coming in from the left-hand side on his right foot. In so many games recently when Liverpool have been behind, it's Gakpo who's restored parity. That is a cracking finish from Gakpo, and Liverpool are back on terms before the hour mark. That is a crucial goal for the Reds. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester United 1. Cody Gakpo with another goal for Liverpool, is 6th in the league and is 12th in all in this campaign.
That's a massive goal, Mike. It's a great reaction from Liverpool. You want them to hit back straight away, and it's a brilliant goal. It's one of the best times we've seen Cody Gakpo in that left-hand side. He got down the outside of them. Really good ball by McAllister. Shaped as if he was going to cross it, cut it back on his right foot, and then smashed one near post past Onana. Onana had no chance at all. I think the VAR are going to look at it.
VAR are looking at this one as the dreaded spectre of VAR. Cody Gakpo goal, possible offside, is up on the monitor.
It can only be him that's going to be offside, can it?
Now we'll wait to see whether this alters the plan with regard to the substitutions. Goal stands for the Reds. One each it is. Darwin Núñez to come on and Diogo Jota. And we wait to see who they're going to replace. Núñez comes on, and it's going to be Luis Diaz. Just not really been his day so far. Sometimes that just happens. And Curtis Jones is the other substitution, and Diogo Jota's going to come on for him. That's, I think, to try and cope with the United shape more than anything else.
I think so. we'll have to see where they're going to go and play. But I would expect those two to play as a pair, wouldn't you? Or maybe Jota just dropping in behind Darwin Núñez.
One each it is. Game on at Anfield. Cody Gakpo with that excellent finish for Liverpool. All of a sudden, Liverpool have got their tails up, and that hasn't happened very often in this game. Unusually as they attack right-hand side. Salah gets the cross in, headed away there by Harry Maguire, stooping on the edge of the 6-yard box. United left-hand side with Bruno Fernandes, right-footed ball downfield, aim for Højlund. It's out for a Liverpool throw-in, and all of a sudden there's a different feel to this game.
There is. Goals do change games, Mike. That was a really important goal to it back that quick. Get this crowd back on board again. Liverpool's tails are up.
Throw in left-hand side. United win it back though. Liverpool too casual again. Kobbie Mainoo, short ball, right-footed to the left-hand side for Diogo Dalot. Dalot tricks his way past Alexander-Arnold, gets a low cross in, put behind by Virgil van Dijk. United have a corner.
Yeah, Dalot again causing problems down this left-hand side for United. Trent just not close enough to him. Decent ball with his left foot, that one. Again, Virgil van Dijk, exactly where he should be, right in front of Højlund. Got an important interception on it.
Bruno Fernandes to take it. Left-hand side. Take it right-footed, Anfield Road end. One each, 62 minutes gone. In comes the corner. Punched away by Alisson. Headed back out by Lisandro Martinez. Liverpool working clear. United just about managed to win it back, and it's guided out by United from De Ligt for Fernandes, cutting it towards the edge of the penalty area. Short ball towards Ahmad on his right foot, works it into space, overlapping run out towards the right hand side. Mazraoui with the cross, just flicks off the head there, and I think it was Ibrahima Konate, and it's behind for another United corner.
Yeah, they're getting plenty of balls in the box, aren't they? At the moment, Liverpool are standing up to it, a little bit wobbly at times. Konate it was who got the important touch there, just skimmed off his head.
Fernandes again to take the flag kick. United have got two players inside the 6-yard box and another two making runs towards the ball as the corner kick delivered towards the edge of the penalty. In comes the cross, left footed there by Ahmad, causing potential for problems, but Liverpool defended okay. And here's Darwin Núñez, collects it, runs, gets away from his man, is pulled down by De Ligt. That's going to be a yellow card for the United defender. And Núñez, in those sort of situations now, that will give him the confidence that sometimes he's been short of this season.
He done really well actually getting his body in the way and then got the ball down, and as he ran, lovely little change of direction. De Ligt, definite booking, pulled him back with his arm.
And De Ligt has got the thick end of half an hour to have Liverpool defenders running straight at him. Same two for Diogo Dalot, both on a yellow card. In comes the cross there from Gakpo. Oh, it was just over the head of Núñez, flicked off a United body. Last contact was from a white shirt behind for a corner, top end on the Liverpool right hand side. It's going to be Andy Robertson to take it. What can the Reds produce from this one? They've got three players at the far post, in fact 4 inside the 6-yard box. Combination carnage. In it comes towards the edge of the 6-yard box. United headed away on his far as Salah floats the cross in, might break the edge of the box from Robertson. United headed clear, retrieved by Alexander-Arnold, guides it back there for Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch has a passing option to find Diogo Jota. Jota is challenged there by Mazraoui. In fact, it was Ugarte got the challenge in. It's out for a throw-in to Liverpool. Taken by Gravenberch, throws it back for Virgil van Dijk. asks for possession, gets possession, goes again. Gravenberch works a 1-2 with Andy Roberts, threads it through to McAllister, controls it, has a crack at goal, got underneath it, way off target, Cop end. United have a goal kick, 65 minutes gone. What a piece, Craig Hignett.
Yeah, but it's better, isn't it, from Liverpool? Gravenberch there looking forward, feeds one through to McAllister, edge of the box. We've seen him score from there before, got it out on his right foot, tried to bend it, just got, like you say, Mike, got underneath it, didn't threaten the goal in the end.
Onana with the long clearance from the goal kick. Liverpool with Konate headed clear. United knock it back. Liverpool go long. Maguire races out to the left back position. Put under pressure there by Darwin Nunez. Concedes the throw in. Liverpool take it quickly. McAllister midway inside the United half. Central position. Finds Trent Alexander-Arnold. Unusually to the left of centre. Infield for Gravenberch. Gravenberch for Konate. Konate's angled ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold towards the right hand side. In comes the cross. Right break here. That, well, the appeals are for a handball. The referee waves play on as the cross came in. All the Liverpool players appealed as the ball was sorted.
It's handball. Massive.
It's handball by De Ligt, and the ball was away from his body significantly. Now VAR will look at that, and I think when the ball goes out of play, we're going to have a stoppage and the opportunity for it to be looked at. And VAR is going to look, and now the referee is holding the whistle to his mouth. He's going to have a look. He's made the signal for his look towards the monitor, and De Ligt had his arm away from his body. This looks to me a stonewall penalty.
Yeah, I mean, how close it was doesn't matter. His arm's up and it's out of his body and it hit his arm.
And he's had the word straight away from the VAR team to have a look. And it is significantly away from his body.
Yeah.
As the ball was headed on.
I mean, that's the best angle you could see.
It's a penalty. Handball is signalled by Michael Oliver. United have got the chance, or Liverpool rather, have got the chance to get themselves in front for the first time in this match so far. The ball is in the hands of Cody Gakpo rather, and he's going to walk towards the penalty spot. He's going to make sure there's no Man United malarkey to try and unsettle Mo Salah. And the referee is having a word with Harry Maguire, with Bruno Fernandes, and now the referee telling them in no uncertain fashion it's a penalty kick and we don't want to see any nonsense.
Well, you'll get loads of nonsense because they've got Martinez, haven't they? Onana's tried it. Fernandes is
Onana's actually walked outside his penalty area, and now the referee's making sure as the ball is eventually handed to Mo Salah. Onana is inside the net at the Kop end. The referee is going to walk up and tell Onana what's expected from him. Mo Salah. The ball is on the spot. Salah looks towards it, then looks back and waits for the whistle. Takes 4 strides back, gets ready. It's an important moment in this match. Up he steps, scores! Left-footed, and Big Onana may just have got a touch. It doesn't matter. The ball is nestling into the back of the net. It's goal number 21 for Mo Salah. It's his 18th in this incredible period that he's having. Outstretched arms in front of the Kop. Here I am, I've done it again. Salah from the penalty spot. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 1.
Well, doesn't he love scoring against United? Salah, cool as you want. Penalty low, really good strike. Onana went the right way, but it was struck well and it was good direction.
Mo Salah scored more goals for Liverpool against Manchester United than he has against any other club. 16 now against Manchester United, and that is an astonishing statistic. in this incredible season for one of the world's greatest footballers.
He's been incredible. I mean, looking back at the day, Onana will be a little bit disappointed, because he was there. He was in the right area. It wasn't right in the corner, but there was enough pace on it.
Here's Salah, lovely run down the right-hand side. United just got the bodies in behind the ball. It's Salah. United get it clear, but as Konate outmanoeuvres Højlund and Trent Alexander-Arnold's ball. 1-2 there with Mo Salah. Cross comes in. It's put behind. It came off Lisandro Martinez, but must have just hit Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's crashed into the hoardings there. And I think he might have just
something in his eye, has he?
As he hurt himself there, it's just, I think he's knocked his face, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Liverpool, but just a bit more cut and thrust about them just in those moments after the goal. It's established Liverpool's lead for the first time in the match.
Yeah, I mean, the goal gave them a massive lift, didn't it? The performance up until then was a little bit turgid. There was no energy to it. And that goal has given them a little shot in the arm, and they're playing a little bit better, moving it quicker, showing a little bit more devil.
United have made a substitution. Alejandro Garnacho has come on for Kobbie Mainoo, as Liverpool with Mo Salah right hand side receives the ball, challenged by Dalot. Liverpool get a free kick. Dalot's already been yellow carded. No suggestion that should have been another one, but it's one for the referee to add to the list if you want.
Yeah, all goes to Tottenham up, doesn't it?
Liverpool eventually go back towards Alisson. Right-footed clearance, headed away by Martinez. Controlled as it drops there from Gravenberch. The ball in field towards Diogo Jota. Jota through the legs there of Ugarte, but United just had enough bodies back behind the ball to deal with that, and then Alejandro Garnacho. And Liverpool eventually went back possession. Salah inside the penalty area. Makes a meandering run, brought down by Harry Maguire, and Liverpool have got a free kick right on the edge of the D, and Maguire gets himself a yellow card.
Yeah, well, he's fuming, isn't he, Harry Maguire? He feels as though he's got a touch on that. You can see United not happy, going back into their old petulant ways. But you just see here, Salah runs across the box. He just takes a big touch, and Maguire comes in.
Well, the fact that he got a touch, and he's right, he did get a touch. This day and age, as you and I know, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
If you career into the man and endanger him.
Well, it is. It's all about it. I mean, there he is. I mean, Martinez has said something to Jota.
Free kick for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah.
This is where you see character of people, and this is why Man U at this minute, Mike. So when things go against them, this is what they lose their heads completely. They've got petulant players. They've got players who can't keep their heads. They've got players who lose their way and discipline and shape.
Now, Bruno Fernandes is standing 3 yards from where the free kick is about to be taken. What for? I'm not really sure. And now the referee, Michael Oliver, walks the wall back. It's got to go 2 yards further back than it is now. We've got a sleeper on the floor in the shape of Alejandro Garnacho. 74 minutes gone at Anfield. Liverpool lead 2-1. As it stands, they're going 8 points clear of the nearest challengers, Arsenal, with a game in hand. The football phone in to come at the final whistle. 0800 731 9333. Phil Munn's in the studio. Craig Hignett here at Anfield. Liverpool free kick just to the right of the D. 5 yards from the edge of the box. Salah curls it goalwards and just over the top.
Yeah, it was a yard over, wasn't it? He struck it well enough, but didn't get the dip on it. Onana just stood still, didn't he? Just watched it.
He was just hoping that it was over the top, and he was right in the end, as his prayers were answered. Liverpool's football has not been anywhere near its sublime best that we've seen recently, but they've showed character, determination and resilience to haul themselves back into this game after conceding the first goal in the match. Early on in the second half, they were back on terms before the hour mark, and crucially, Mo Salah's penalty kick after handball by De Ligt has got them in front, and they steal back possession with McAllister. Diogo Jota helps it on towards Cody Gakpo. Gakpo turns away from the challenge there of Ugarte, and then McAllister back out to the left for Robertson. Virgil van Dijk takes a breather and works it into the position 10 yards outside the penalty area where Alisson is standing. Long ball forward from Van Dijk is too straight. United headed clear. Lofted ball from De Ligt. Liverpool clear downfield through Robertson. Nunez clashes into his man and he's shown a yellow card.
Yeah, that was stupid. I mean, De Ligt's made the most of it, don't get me wrong.
De Ligt falling to the deck after a coming together between Nunez and the United man. He just barged him in the chest, really. Stupid. As he said, it's unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to just keep an eye on the ball. You know, he wasn't there. His focus was totally on De Ligt, and he knew what was going to happen after that.
Going to be a long clearance downfield from Anana. Free kick hit towards Alejandro Garnacho. Liverpool clear, but United win back possession. Mazraoui, right hand side, and hit back for Mazraoui, and then De Ligt just turns away from Darwin Nunez. Crossfield ball out towards Diogo Dalot. Left hand side running with the ball on his right foot. Here's Garnacho. Garnacho just by the left touch line, guides it back towards Lisandro Martinez. Lofted ball forward towards Rasmus Højlund, trying to run him behind Ibrahima Konate. Good defending, and flags up for offside eventually. But in any case, Konate had made a blocking run as Garnacho ran in to try and crack the ball across the 6-yard box. Impressive defending from Liverpool's Ibrahima Konate.
He's had a solid game, hasn't he, Mike, as well? You know, considering it's his first game for a while, he's looked really comfortable. What you'd expect, you know, his athleticism is brilliant every game. He's so strong, but his positional play's been good as well today.
As United in possession, good turn by Fernandes, but Liverpool win it back and then give away possession. But they come again in the shape of Ryan Gravenberch. Salah inside the box now on his left foot, tried to pick out the run of Diogo Jota, but United have put enough white shirts back behind the ball. Mazraoui wriggles away from McAllister. Through pass looking for Garnacho. Overhit and safely into the arms of, or safely to the feet of Alisson. The VAR overturn after 67 minutes has flashed up on the scoreboard to say about the hand away from the body, the arm away from the body from Matthijs de Ligt.
I think we might see Conor Bradley come on, you know.
Yeah, Trent Alexander-Arnold's not had his best day, has he?
No, he hasn't. And I think once they've got the noses in front, he might want to be a little bit more solid.
United take the throw in, move the ball out towards the right hand side, go back to De Ligt. De Ligt has support there from Ahmad. Eventually United go back to the goalkeeper and lofted pass forward from Martinez. Liverpool headed clear on as far as Fernandes. Ball to the right hand side for Alejandro Garnacho. Down towards the dead ball line, pulls it back, a chance! United have got themselves an equaliser. It slid into the back of the net by Ahmad. The run from Garnacho in behind the Liverpool back line, pulled it back towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and running in to meet it for United was Ahmad. We're all square at 2 apiece. Liverpool 2, United 2.
Liverpool's defending again there, shocking. Absolutely shocking. We just give Konate a bit of praise there, but he hasn't got anywhere near close enough to Garnacho to stop a really poor ball, it has to be said, across the box. I mean, Ahmed has made the most of it. Ahmed Diallo ran across Andy Robertson, got there first and just guided it past Alisson.
All
But
square
again,
at Anfield.
I mean, it's a really poor. If you see some of the defending, I mean, it's just so. It's lackadaisical.
Yeah, it's so been lacking in the organisation that we expect and that we've seen for this season from Liverpool, as Amad Diallo's left foot finish restores parity for United. Liverpool have got to try so hard in the last 10 minutes to get their noses in front. As nice run by Gakpo towards the United penalty area. Touches it back there for McAllister, in with the cross. Salah heads it down, headed out of harm's way for United by Diallo. Cost of a throw into Liverpool. Alexander-Arnold to take it, looking for the runners. Salah makes a run just away from the edge of the penalty area. Trent Alexander-Arnold trying to pick out options, and nobody else running towards him, so back it goes to Konate, and then Salah's pass, Alexander-Arnold's pass rather, given away to Amad, out towards the edge of the penalty area for Garnacho, inside the box now. Good blocking challenge there from Virgil van Dijk, who looks around in astounded fashion. United have a corner and Van Dijk can't believe what's happening.
It's brilliant defending by Van Dijk. Really good defending, bided his time, and then got across at the right time, put it behind for the corner, but it was really sloppy again from Trent.
Corner kick for Manchester United that Bruno Fernandes are going to take left-footed. 81, almost 82 minutes gone. 2-2 at Anfield. Fernandes with his right arm aloft. Corner hit towards the far post. Punched away by Alisson. Headed back forward by Amad. Away there by Gravenberch. Controlled and brought down really nicely for Liverpool by Mo Salah. Forward ball for the run. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who couldn't control it, and running back as Fernandes, who's had a really good game for United, gets away from Trent Alexander-Arnold, brought down. Alexander-Arnold's going to get a yellow card for that.
That's
kind of sums up his day.
Well, it sums up Liverpool's day, letting United players, there's 3 players around Fernandes there, and just let him wriggle away from it. I think we'll see a change now, Mike.
United are going to bring on Lenny Yoro for De Ligt. I wonder whether the yellow card for him has got anything to do with that, given the concerted pressure we're likely to see. And I think Conor Bradley's going to come on, and I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is about to be withdrawn. The throw-in could the Liverpool have some defending to do as we restart with a free kick taken by Fernandes just short of halfway. Works a 1-2 with Mazraoui out to the right hand side for Amad. Cross towards the far post from Fernandes is overhit. Arne Slot gives a pat on the back there to Conor Bradley. The substitution hasn't happened yet. Should have done really when play had stopped. And Liverpool build from the back end with a bit of patience, but they can't be overly patient because there are only 6 minutes remaining. Nice ball out from McAllister to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Picks out Mo Salah. Salah running in towards the edge of the penalty area. Tucks it back towards Diogo Jota. Jota can't get the cross in, can't find the space. Does really well, gets the cross in, might break edge of the penalty area. Ball just pinging about and ricocheting off United and Liverpool players, and eventually United get possession up towards halfway with Garnacho. Fernandes turns it back towards Harry Maguire. Maguire, short square pass for Lenny Yoro. Amad Diallo and Maguire, and out it goes to Mazraoui on the touchline. Infield ball for Højlund. Højlund in possession. His intended pass comes off a Liverpool player, and it's gone out for a United throw-in and it's going to be a double substitution because Harvey Elliott is about to come on, as well as Conor Bradley. Last throw of the dice to win this game from the Liverpool manager Arne Slot.
Yeah, and it looks like Xerxes going to come on for United as well, but it's been a real strange performance from Liverpool. They haven't been at the races at all. It looks like Cody Gakpo's coming off first.
Cody Gakpo was who got that equalising goal with another stunning finish. Gakpo receives the applause, raises his arm, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, as we thought, to be replaced by Conor Bradley. And of course everybody will say his performance is down to the uncertainty about his career.
You just have days like that sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, you just have
the best players in the world. I saw Steven Gerrard have games like that. We all did.
Yeah.
Joshua Zirkzee about to come on for United, replaces Rasmus Højlund. Got through a ton of work, Højlund, hasn't he? With not much to see for it, but now the Kop roaring their team on. Last knockings of the game, 4 minutes remain, possibly the same amount of overtime, maybe a bit more, given the substitutions, the goals and the VAR. United throw in, Van Dijk is first to it, eventually Liverpool get it up towards halfway. Nunez can't control it. United with Lisandro Martinez and Lenny Yoro to the right hand side they go, and Liverpool win it back, but only briefly, with Andy Robertson. And the pass there from United only finds a red shirt. Nunez in towards the edge of the box, did never really have the ball under his control, and United are able to clear, and the ball just comes off Konate, and Conor Bradley manages to win it back and works it out towards Harvey Elliott, slides in, gets a touch. That's a United throw in, and Liverpool are feeling that it's for them. It never really was, but Conor Bradley's ambition combined with Harvey Elliott making sure the United didn't find a way through.
Yeah, a little bit of work there from those two.
Diogo Dalot with the throw in left hand side. Liverpool win it back. Gravenberch for McAllister. Van Dijk for the goalkeeper. Picks out Konate in the right back position. Forward ball's cut out by Xerxes as Liverpool's sloppiness rears its ugly head defensively once again. United with Ugarte. Right footed ball to the left hand side for Fernandes. Garnacho down towards the byline, gets a cross in. It's stopped at source by Conor Bradley, but it's gone out for a United corner.
Wasn't it? It wasn't an easy cross for him. Didn't have time to get his head up and try and pick someone out. It was really well defended from Bradley.
0800 731 9333. Radio Merseyside, the football phone in. Craig Hignett at Anfield and Phil Munns in the studio to take your calls. Corner kick, left hand side for Manchester United. Last 90 seconds of the 90. Pulled back towards the edge of the penalty area, and Fernandes worked a 1-2 and had a shot on goal that Alisson stopped, but not too convincingly, and in the end they had to shuffle it round the post. He just slipped from his grasp and behind for another United corner.
It was one you'd expect him to keep, wouldn't it? It was a low shot, he was there near post, and as he went down to gather it, it's just bounced off his chest and behind for another corner.
In comes the corner towards the far post. Ahmad with the shot. It's blocked. Ahmad pulls it back. Could have went anywhere. Xerxes pass by Diogo Dalot. Now Liverpool on the counter. Nice ball there from Liverpool towards the left hand side. Might break inside the penalty area. Diogo Jota punched away there from Andre Onana, but Conor Bradley retrieves it down towards the right hand side, inside the box, down towards the byline, pulls it back, saved at the near post. Bradley was bold and tried to hit it past the United keeper, but saved by Onana. He saw the gap behind for a corner.
Well, brilliant play, wasn't it, all round? Quick break from Liverpool, and then when the ball eventually found Conor Bradley, brilliant bit of play to get himself in. And just when you think he's going to pull it back, he doesn't. Onana had sort of half guessed, and he's seen him guess, tried to hit the near post, and it was a good save, but Salah was on that
Ahmed
6-yard
Diallo
line.
as gone down towards the edge of the penalty area, eventually gets himself up. The referee indicated 7 minutes to add on. 7 minutes remaining of this Liverpool United game at Anfield. 2-2 it is. In comes the flag kick. Liverpool knock it off. Header from Van Dijk straight at the goalkeeper, and that was a real opportunity for Liverpool to go back in front. Just couldn't get the purchase on it, but United break with Diallo. Ahmad picks out Joshua Zirkzee. Crossfield ball is a good one for Bruno Fernandes. First time ball to Garnacho on the left hand side. Picks out Dallo inside the penalty. Pulls it back. Liverpool defender at the near post. Garnacho shoots. Oh, it's deflected. Takes it running across the 6-yard box. And United have possession back. And United haven't given up the ghost, and they're certainly not defending what they have.
No, they're not. It's almost like a basketball game now, isn't it? End to end. Both teams having a go for it.
I think United recognise Liverpool's defensive shortcomings unusual in this match, but Liverpool have got themselves a throw-in that's taken there by Ryan Gravenberch midway outside his own half, and Van Dijk and Robertson exchange passes up towards Gravenberch again. Robertson again. Can Liverpool find a way through? We've had 90 seconds of the 7 minutes to add on. 2-2 at Anfield. You can get in touch as well after the game as Liverpool come forward with Gravenberch. Threads it through towards Harvey Elliott. Might break. Elliott just didn't get the little run of the ball he needed as United got the challenge in, and it just broke into their path to get it clear now towards the touchline for a throw-in. Left-hand side that Garnacho's going to leave. There's going to be a bit of time wasting from United, so the referee's got to be alert to the situation as Diogo Dalot readied himself after stealing at least 10 yards on the throw-in. Down the line it goes, away by Bradley, hooked skywards by Bruno Fernandes, away by Robertson as it dropped. Untidy clearance out for United throw-in.
Yeah, it wasn't sure there, was he, Robertson? That was just an up and under really from Fernandes. He knew Diallo was somewhere near him. Didn't take a chance, just got something on the ball, hit it out for a United throw-in just up near the halfway line.
Throw-in for United. Mazraoui takes it in towards Zirkzee. Might break for Ahmad. Back with Mazraoui. Liverpool get it up towards halfway, but United win back possession. Lenny Yoro back for Maguire. Maguire's short ball for Yoro, helped on by Ugarte. United eventually go back for Yoro. Crossfield ball is a good one for Garnacho. Diogo Dalot running in behind, flags up for offside. Liverpool have a free kick, but they're running out of time.
Yeah, they are.
Nice ball by Harvey Elliott. It's a cracker to pick out Salah inside the penalty area now. Salah wriggling past one man, past another, gets his shot in, ricochets behind, but a Liverpool corner kick top end.
Yeah, there wasn't many people in the box there. There was only Nunez and Jota, but Salah tried to cut in on his left foot and find the far post. Deflected behind. Not really a chance.
Liverpool have got plenty of red shirts inside the box for this corner kick. Right hand side, Cop end. Just a couple of minutes remaining. In comes the corner kick, it's headed on, but Liverpool don't have a player near the ball as United hack it clear and downfield. Gravenberch in possession for Liverpool. Crosses in towards Robertson. United get the header on it. Takes it out of play for Liverpool throw-in. Harvey Elliott's going to take it short for Conor Bradley. Back with Elliott. Elliott finds McAllister. McAllister's square ball for Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch in possession for Liverpool. Robertson takes over. Liverpool driven back, but now Diogo Jota makes a run towards the penalty. Has a crack at goal. It's blocked. Drops for McAllister. McAllister thought about a pass out for Conor Bradley, but Alejandro Garnacho was blocking that passing lane, so back to Alisson they go, and then Alisson's short ball for McAllister. Robertson's pass out to the left for Gravenberch goes out for a throw-in. Oh my goodness, that has happened so often this afternoon. It's unbelievable.
That's a takeaway from the game, isn't it? How sloppy Liverpool have been at times in possession. Easy passes, been hit out of play.
2 minutes of the 7 to be added on remain, but there will be more than that, you would guess, because of the way that the referee, Michael Oliver, is signalling towards the Manchester United players. Come on, get play restarted. In comes the throw-in. Xerxes just about manages to maintain possession, but Liverpool win it back, not for long. Fernandes with the pass for Ahmad to run in behind the Liverpool defence, and Andy Robertson trying to repel his thrust towards the box, and Ahmad still has it, and he stops, and then United get themselves a free kick in a really dangerous position, and a chance for the United players to flood forward, get the cross inside the penalty area, and they're going to get Harry Maguire inside the box, and we know how dangerous he can be from set pieces in an attacking sense, and Liverpool have only got a minute to win the ball back and get up the pitch, but now they have defending to do. Free kick 3 yards in from the right touchline, deep inside the Liverpool half, floated towards the far post, almost breaks from Maguire. I think he made first contact but couldn't get the second one. Importantly, United get it cleared just about with Ugarte, threads it through to Joshua Zirkzee. He's in a goal. Zirkzee pulls it back. Maguire over the bar, right footed, when it looked simpler to score. That was the chance to win the game, and thankfully for Liverpool point of view, Harry Maguire has spurned it.
I mean, some of the stuff I've seen Liverpool do this afternoon, they haven't done it all season.
This has been Liverpool's worst performance of the campaign by some distance.
I would think so, Mike. You know, they've lost
all
maybe a 10-minute spell where they've looked all right, but I don't know whether the fixtures enough, or I mean, look at the United players. They're all
final whistle. The referee didn't add the time on that we thought he might for what happened in added time. Liverpool, well, 2-2 it ended up, and Liverpool somehow managed to get themselves in front late in the game, but they couldn't hang on to it, and United back on terms. But Liverpool's performance was so out of keeping with what we've seen so far from them this season. It will be seen as 2 points dropped, but at least they got a point out of it. For Manchester United, it's one of their performances of the campaign, given what's happened before. Liverpool all at sea defensively on so many occasions, and on so many occasions unforced errors, passes going out of play for throw-ins that we saw towards the end of the game. We saw it early on, and it was just, in inverted commas, one of those days, and really unfortunate from a Liverpool perspective that they couldn't manage to maintain the position that they got themselves in when Mo Salah had put Liverpool in the driving seat. United in front when, after a goalless first half, that Liverpool had opportunities. Cody Gakpo guided a flick shot just wide of the target. We saw a cracking effort from McAllister, saved by Onana, but Lisandro Martinez, after a good run down the left and good play from Bruno Fernandes, put him into a position to crash a shot past Alisson in the Liverpool goal, inside left position. 1-0 United. Liverpool restored parity with Cody Gakpo just before the hour, cutting in from the left hand side with a cracking right footed shot. Liverpool in front with 20 minutes remaining, when it was Mo Salah from the penalty spot after Matthijs de Ligt had handled clearly inside the penalty area as the ball was knocked towards him. But as far as Liverpool, despite that position that they got themselves into, they couldn't maintain that advantage, and the equaliser came via Amad Diallo with 10 minutes remaining after some more slack defending from Liverpool. Allowed substitute Garnacho to get in the clear down the left. Ball was pulled back towards the penalty spot, in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, and was tucked past the Liverpool goalkeeper Alisson by the left peg of Amad Diallo, and that was the scoring done. 2-2. It will be seen as 2 points dropped, in some senses, you have to say that Liverpool's remarkable run couldn't last forever, but so disappointing that they dipped so far below the standards we've come to expect from them.
Yeah, I mean, it was disappointing. The whole performance was disappointing. I mean, they could have lost it at the end there. Harry Maguire chance when he put over the bar, almost last kick of the game. So they got away with it. It's a point. It's a better point, I think, for Liverpool, knowing the results from yesterday. So there's no ground gained, no ground lost. It's as you were. But it's just disappointing because, this United team, I think, are fragile and they're there for the taking. And you could see it when Liverpool went 2-1 up, how petulant they become, how ill-disciplined they become. And that's a problem that United have had. And that's why they are where they are.
Their heads fall off, don't they?
But they've got some really good players. And if you give them time and space, they will hurt you. And if you step off them and don't close them down and don't do your defensive job properly, I mean, that's probably the worst I've seen Liverpool defend, certainly this season. I mean, they were so lax, just no urgency about them at all, no willingness to go and stop a cross or get in front of someone. I mean, the 2 goals, if you see the 2 goals, mate, if you look them back, they're so bad. They're so bad because Liverpool have had bodies where they should have bodies. So there's nothing wrong position. It's just spotting danger and seeing danger, and they just didn't today. That's all. They were a little bit. They got fragile. I think this more than any other game, it's a massive game domestically, and I think things matter in this game that wouldn't in a normal game. So if you go behind in a normal game, it doesn't matter. If someone goes down and tries to cut a ball back, you know where you are and you deal with it. But here it seems to be panicky and not sure. And if they do score, then it affects them. And I've never seen Liverpool like that this season.
Yeah, Liverpool lost their defensive sharpness, the alertness that you've come to expect from them so far this season. But we want your points of view now on this game at Anfield. Classic encounter in historical football terms. Liverpool, as we say, fell below their normal standards, but they still managed to get a point on it. They lead the Premier League table on 49 points, 6 points clear of their nearest rivals, Arsenal. And Liverpool do have a game in hand. Not too much damage done. It isn't the 8-point advantage that we wanted, but you get in touch with us and let us know your thoughts on the Total Sport football phone in 0800 731 9333. You can text us 81333, put the word Mersey before your message, or get in touch via WhatsApp 08000 321 333. Phil Munn's in the studio and Craig Hignett here at Anfield. Final score then, it's ended up Liverpool 2, Manchester United 2.
Total Sport.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Well, it wasn't quite the second half that we've come to expect from Liverpool. Liverpool fans, is it 2 points dropped? And does that make you think, actually, all this talk about Liverpool are going to walk all their way to the title, does it make you think again about that? Was this just a bit of a bad day at the office for the Reds? Get your calls in now, 0800 731 9333. The football phone-in is on until 7 o'clock tonight on Total Sport Merseyside. Here's the story of the afternoon at Anfield. 4 goals shared evenly.
Alexander-Arnold, forward ball put out by Lisandro Martinez. Martinez towards the left edge of the penalty. Fernandes to the left-hand side of him. Runs in towards the box. Sets up Lisandro Martinez. Shoots! United 1-0 in front. Thumping left foot drive from Lisandro Martinez. Crashing past Alisson into the roof of the net. Anfield Road, and the United fans behind the goal away to our left-hand side are delirious. They cannot believe it. United in front at Anfield. And Liverpool defensively not at the races again. Short ball there from Gravenberch towards McAllister. In comes Cody Gakpo! He's done it again! Cody Gakpo coming in from the left-hand side on his right foot. In so many games recently when Liverpool have been behind, it's Gakpo who's restored parity. That is a cracking finish from Gakpo. And Liverpool are back on terms before the hour mark. That is a crucial goal for the Reds. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester United 1. Trent Alexander-Arnold towards the right hand side. In comes the cross. Right break here. The appeals are for a handball. The referee waves play on as the cross came in. all the Liverpool players appeal. As the ball was sorted.
It's handball. Massive.
It's handball by De Ligt, and the ball was away from his body significantly. Now VAR will look at that, and I think when the ball goes out of play, we're going to have a stoppage and the opportunity for it to be looked at. And VAR is going to look, and now the referee is holding the whistle to his mouth. He's going to have a look. He's made the signal.
I mean, that's the best angle you could see.
It's a penalty. Handball is signalled by Michael Oliver. The ball is on the spot. Salah looks towards it, then looks back and waits for the whistle. Takes 4 strides back, gets ready. It's an important moment in this match. Up he steps, scores! Left-footed! I think Onana may just have got a touch. It doesn't matter. The ball is nestling into the back of the net. It's goal number 21 for Mo Salah. It's his 18th in this incredible period that he's having. Outstretched arms in front of the Kop. Here I am. I've done it again. Salah from the penalty spot. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 1.
Well, doesn't he love scoring against United? Salah, cool as you want.
Lofted pass forward from Martinez. Liverpool headed clear on as far as Fernandes. Ball to the right hand side for Alejandro Garnacho. Down towards the dead ball line, pulls it back, a chance! United have got themselves an equaliser. It slid into the back of the net by Ahmad. The run from Garnacho in behind the Liverpool back line, pulled it back towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and running it to meet it for United was Ahmad. We're all square at 2 apiece. Liverpool 2, United 2.
Liverpool's defending again there, shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Now Liverpool on the counter. Nice ball there from Liverpool towards the left-hand side. Might break inside the penalty area. Diogo Jota punched away there from Andre Onana, but Conor Bradley retrieves it down towards the right-hand side, inside the box, down towards the bar line, pulls it back, saved at the near post. Bradley was bold and tried to hit it past the United keeper, but saved by Onana. He saw the gap. 2-2 it is. In comes the flag kick. Liverpool knock it off. Header from Van Dijk straight at the goalkeeper, and that was a real opportunity for Liverpool to go back in front. Free kick 3 yards in from the right touchline, deep inside the Liverpool half, floated towards the far post, almost breaks from Maguire. I think he made first contact but couldn't get the second one. Importantly, United get it cleared just about with Ugarte. Threads it through to Joshua Zirkzee. He's in on goal. Zirkzee pulls it back. Maguire over the bar, right-footed. When it looked simpler to score, that was the chance to win the game. And thankfully, from Liverpool point of view, Harry Maguire has spurned it.
Call the football phone in 0800 731 9333.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Get your calls in. We're live from Liverpool till 7 o'clock tonight. Let's go back to Anfield first of all to get some more thoughts from Craig Hignett, and we'll get straight into the calls off the back of Craig. Craig, I just wanted to ask you kind of spoke about it briefly in commentary about this Liverpool performance, because it was way off what we're used to seeing from Liverpool this season, and you suggested that it might be one of the worst performances of the season. Would you go that far?
Yeah, I think, you know, there was spells, don't get me wrong, there's spells because of the quality that they've got. There's spells where they were on top and they look dangerous and threatening, but not as much as they have been. You know, we're used to seeing them dominate the ball and ask lots of questions and make chances, and we didn't see that today. It was sort of passive. It was very, very passive for me, and at the back, I think without Virgil van Dijk there, who got them out of trouble so many times, they looked like, you know, there was no aggression there. There was no urgency. There was no spotting the danger. There was no following of runners. It was just almost like just really, really passive, and it was frustrating to watch. I mean, even if you see the last goal, Ahmed's goal, there's a cross that comes in that should never have come in. There was no real quality on the cross. There was 4 Liverpool players in the box. Not one of them went with Ahmed, and by the time Andy Robertson had spotted the danger, it was too late because he got across the front of him. So they were all in where they should have been, but there was no one looking at and saying, well, who's in the box? Where's the danger going to come from? Right, I'm going to go and snuff that out. It was almost as if they just like, oh, just let them put it in and we'll deal with it. So
the
that
cross
was what was
came in.
surprising.
It was Canate, wasn't it, who was the sort of player who was supposed to be blocking the cross. Maybe half a yard off it, given he's been out for a while.
No, I thought he'd had a decent game up until that point. You know, I thought he'd come back and he looked okay. Listen, they're basics. You know, when you've got a 1v1, you don't give the player enough room to fashion a cross. I know it went under his legs, but he should have been much closer. And then what you'll find is the player won't cross it; he'll just turn out and go backwards. So it was just a lapse in concentration for me, because it was, you know, for him, that's normally his bread and butter. He loves to get close to people and he loves putting himself about. He just stood off there. It was, like I say, it was very passive.
Dave in Crosby has texted in. He says Liverpool are only human. A draw is not the end of the world. 6 points ahead of Arsenal with a game in hand. Not bad at all. If you want to text, you can do 81333. Start your message with the word Mersey and the WhatsApp number as well. If you want to flick me a message on there, add us into your contacts. It's 08000 321 333. Start your message with the word Mersey. Or you can phone us up like Jim in Prescott has. Jim is a red. Jim, you're on with myself and Craig Hignett at Anfield. Good evening.
Good evening, gents. You okay?
Hello, Jim. Yeah, we're all good, thanks.
I'd like
What do you think,
wish
Jim?
all the listeners a happy new year.
Very kind of you, Jim, and we wish you a happy new year as well. What are your thoughts on the game then, Jim?
Well, I'm walking back to my car because there was no trains, and I'm up in Tuebrook, so it's a bit of a walk. So I'm nice and wet now, and unfortunately the game was total rain, wasn't it? And it was like Liverpool had a hangover from New Year. You know, they still haven't got over it. But I mean, a draw against Man United, the way they set their stall out, I suppose is a fair result. But we had chances to put the game to bed, and there's not much I can say. I'm just happy that we didn't get beat, and a point is better than none. And you know, at the end, my heart was in my mouth when Maguire got that ball. But fortunately,
should have scored.
He, you know, it was an open goal. Unfortunately, he hit it straight away, and it went, you know, straight down the centre over the bar. What a shame. But it was one of them where, you know, I thought we were going to win, obviously, when we had the penalty, which Michael Oliver decided not to give and had to go to VAR, which I can't understand because everyone in the ground shouted out both, like, and he's waving his hands like saying, no, it's not. And then obviously I think VAR had to overrule him to say, just a minute, you know, you're not going to get away with this on TV. So obviously he gives the penalty, and he had a fair to middling game, Michael Oliver, but I'm not blaming him. Liverpool, I don't think, got out of first gear. And
are you disappointed though, Jim?
Craig
Because
said, if they would have played the way they've been playing recently, then we would have wasted them. But I think Man United, you know, in warm-ups, I watched the teams warm up at the beginning of the game. You never guess what Man United were doing in the warm-ups.
Set pieces, Jim.
They were defending dead ball situations. What warm-up team does that? Defend dead ball situations? And they were doing that loads of times in the warm-up. I'm thinking, what? That's not a warm-up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, they hadn't been to the training ground. But anyway, that's another story.
Jim, you're not disappointed that this is a Man United that are probably one of the worst Man United teams to come to Anfield in recent years, 14th in the Premier League, and you know, it was a real opportunity there to beat them and to beat them comfortably.
Well, I think you never know what's going through the mind of some of our players. And I think Núñez has had his days, because I'm sorry, but he keeps on getting a chance. And on the odd occasion, he might do something. You've got to be there all the time. You know, like Jota was up for it as soon as he gets on. You know, and made the keeper make. Well, I think the keeper didn't realise, he just went straight at him. I'm not really happy about Alisson punching the ball, because a couple of the times it put us into worse trouble, and they had that many in the box. But Man United, you know, they ran themselves ragged. At the end, you saw a few of their players just lie on their backs on the floor. Now, would you want to do that in on a wet turf? It was like they lied back because they were totally, they were out of breath or whatever. I was going to say another word, but I think, it proved that even though we didn't play that well, they were very, very tired, Man United. And everyone gives what's his blooming name, man? Their number 8.
Fernandes.
If he wasn't a winger and a diver, he's a fantastic player. I do actually admire him because he was running all over the park today, and he was always in the thick of it. But obviously his whinging just puts me off a bit, and his shenanigans in the referee's face. But otherwise, they're more happy. But to them, it's like getting a win. It's a win for them, really, in a way. Because getting a point off us, and unfortunately, that's life.
Yeah, absolutely, Jim. Absolutely. Thank you very much for your call, Jim. Unfortunately, we'll have to move on to try and fit a few more callers in. You can get your calls in now. 0800 731 9333. Let's go to our next caller. It's Tony, who's a Red in Prescott. Tony, good evening to you.
Evening, Philip. You well, mate?
What are you thinking after that, Tony? Disappointed, or actually, can you take stock, look at the halfway point in the season, and think, actually, this is beyond what we were thinking at the start of the season?
I think, to be honest, I think Man United played well. I thought we were quite poor, really poor first half. As usual, we got going when they scored. I don't know why that is the case, but it just wasn't happening at all. Yeah, the season's going well. There's no problem with that. I just can't understand why the performance turned out the way it did. I thought Curtis Jones was very poor, ineffective, and I thought Trent was caught out of position far too often. He had a poor game overall, to be honest. It's got to be said. He can't defend them. He simply can't. And they targeted Trent, you could see that. And Dallo really put him under the cosh quite a lot in the game. But a point is it's a decent point, but overall there's no denying it was a poor performance from us. Man United played probably better than expected, and if anyone deserved to win, it's probably them, to be honest.
Well, I think when you look at the end of the game, Tony, with that chance, you look at the big picture, and yes, Liverpool have been fantastic up to this point, but if you look at this as a one-off, it's a point gained for me, because that chance at the end, you think you're going on with no points, because he should have, let's be honest, he should have put it away, shouldn't he? It wasn't a difficult chance, really. So for me, this is a point gained, not 2 dropped. Yes, you can look at the table and see where United are in the table and say it's 2 points dropped, but when you see the game and how it panned out, we could have very easily got beat, like we could have won it, but we were so far off it, I thought, today. The worst I've seen today, organisation wise, and wanting to defend properly, was no urgency in the defending at all for me. And I agree with you. I think Trent had a really bad off day. I thought he was letting people run. He wasn't aware of people around him. And listen, people have off days. I get all that. But Canate was the same for the second goal. He was too far off for the cross. Didn't stop the cross, and then Andy Robertson didn't spot the danger and let Dallo get in front of him. So you could go all round, but I think overall it was just a real lacklustre display for me. I'm used to seeing Liverpool be dynamic and go and close people down and get them under the cosh and make it hard for the other teams to play out and breathe, and there was none of that today. They had a struggle with their wing backs, I thought, Tony. I didn't think Liverpool dealt with their wing backs enough. The back three was easy. It was getting out too easy by finding wing backs, and Liverpool never really come to terms with that over the whole game. And it's like you say, if Trent ran out, they'd just play around him, so he started staying, and they just started playing balls particularly down at left hand side, to the wing back, who didn't get closed down, so that was their out ball, so they could never put pressure on Liverpool. But even then, with the ball, how many times did you see people hit it out of play, overhit a pass, hit it out for a throw-in? I haven't seen that often in a game all season. And I said before that when Liverpool are bad, they're normally a 7 out of 10. But today I thought they dipped to a 5, and that's the first time I've ever seen them at a 5. But they still come out of it with a point.
To be honest, I can't really refute what you've just said there, because it's bang on. We just didn't seem to ever really look like we were going to get going. Only when we had to, and then it just didn't look organised at all. But we struggled with them because they were going to a back five out of possession early in the game, and then they seemed to, he obviously told them leave it, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then start breaking out, and that's what they did. But I thought they gave us all sorts of trouble, and the midfield wasn't good, and as you say, Andy Robertson didn't play well.
No.
But either fullback, can't say he played well at all. I think if Conor Bradley had been back for a couple of games prior to this, I think Trent would have got he'd have got the hook after an hour, I think.
Tony, thank you very much for your call.
Cheers, Tony.
I'm going to move on pretty quickly because we're going to squeeze in one more. Franny is waiting for us. Message in from Linda H in Walton, though. Franny, I'll bring you in just as I read this WhatsApp message out. It says that Trent was not there today. I love him and he's always given 100%, but all this contract talk has to affect him somehow. Franny, I'll put that to you first. Are you having that?
I don't think it's anything to do with the contract. Players have an off day, but I think it was like 4 or 5 of us that had an off day today, you know what I mean?
Is that the more surprising thing, that so many had an off day at the same time?
Yeah, but to be honest, after the Christmas period, what is it, like 5 or 6 games within, 17 days? Something like that. What did we come out with it with? 13 points?
Yeah, if you look at the bigger picture, you'd take it, wouldn't you? Without a shadow of a doubt, you'd take that. And the form up to now has been incredible, only losing 1 game. So it's not a disaster, it's not the end of the world, but you're just so disappointed because this United team were there for the taking, and if Liverpool would have showed up.
Well, I think that's what was going around in the mind. He thought, right, these are here for the taking. And when United turns up, you got told you got to put a performance on against Liverpool, biggest rivals they've got. We knew it was coming. It's like playing Everton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We knew what was going to come, but I don't think that we played really well today. I think it was even less than what Tony said. I felt it was about 40%, to be honest. But if that's ways that we can play and still come out with a result, I'm quite happy now. I'll nail me flag to the post for the season this year, mate. Easy. If that type of a performance, which I'm thinking is less than 50%, and come out with a result, because they were fired up for it. It was lucky that Maguire had the 50p piece that he missed it at the end. We were lucky there.
Well, I'm the same as you. If you take this game in isolation, I think you'd take a point, because I thought United were good at what they did. They stuck to their guns and stuck at it and showed little bits of quality. But you can see this isn't a United side that's anywhere near some of the United sides in the past. But if you give them time and space, they'll still hurt you, because they have got good players. And Liverpool give them too much time and space today, and they did. They caused them problems, but Liverpool didn't cause enough the other way. Yeah, they raised themselves for the big games, and sometimes they haven't got much to play for this season, and these are the games that they'll look to now.
Yeah, but if you're making the butter, you don't put a big lump in the middle. You spread it out all over the season. So let's look forward to the end, boys. Okay.
Brilliant, Franny.
Good way of putting it.
See you soon.
Thanks for your call, Franny. Cheers, Franny in Kirby the Red there. Craig, I mean, let's sort of look at the bigger picture like Franny was saying there, because, okay, today's a disappointment. There's no getting away from that. A few players were having an off day at the same time. It was really unusual for Liverpool, actually, but there's no need to be sounding the alarm bells yet, is it? Top of the league, 6 points clear, with a game in hand at Liverpool's halfway stage.
No, I mean, this team's raised expectations, because no one thought this team would be anywhere near where it is now. So people now are starting to sit up and take notice, because they've been so good. So when they have a little blip like this, and every team has a blip in the season, but Liverpool's blip has been, we'll play poorly, but we'll still get a point. They've only lost 1 game all season, so if you look at the big picture, it's been fantastic. 6 points clear, they've got a game in hand, they could go 9 points clear. Who would have predicted that before the season starts? So whilst we are disappointed with the performance, I'm not disappointed with the result, because it's another point, and we haven't lost ground on anyone, because no one done anything yesterday. So there's a lot to be really excited about moving forward. We'll give them this one, but they'll know in the dressing room as well that it hasn't been good enough, and that they haven't been quite at the races. And I don't see them going on a run now like that, playing like that. But like I said before the start of the game, Liverpool can play bad and find a way to get results. So I'm not bothered about that. But when they click, they're unbelievable, and they'll beat anyone in the league. And they've been the most consistent team in the league. So it doesn't worry me at all. Yes, I'm disappointed, but the bigger picture is the bigger picture, isn't it?
Let's squeeze one more caller in. We've not got too much time, Tony, but you're on with Craig Hignett. What's the point you wanted to make?
Craig, that was just sent to me. I've got him gone to one of it's £20 million, mate. His head's gone. He was shocking today. I think both goals are his fault, looking back at it. And I know the rest of the lads didn't play that well, but he was a socialist today, Craig, wasn't he?
He wasn't great at all, Tony. And like, I love him. I think he's a brilliant player, but sometimes you have days like that as a footballer, Tone, and you've got to take them on the chin. And he'll look at that performance and he'll know it wasn't one of his best. And I just thought the defending all around, there was only Virgil really for me, who out of the back four, because he's just such a good defender, knows where to be, his positioning is brilliant. Although Canate had a decent enough game until that last bit there where he's just let Garnacho get a cross in too easy. And then Andy Robertson. But you can say that. But if sometimes when we're attacking, he does find these positions and pockets, and I don't know. I think he gave the ball away for it, didn't he? For them to then go and play.
He targeted that side the whole game, though.
They did.
That's where they got joy. Now, for me, his head's gone. He wants to go to Madrid, and I think he's starting to force the issue now himself. I know you're going to back him up as the next football and all that.
No, listen, I just think it doesn't matter whether he goes now or whether he goes at the end of the season. I think he'll want to go at the end of the season. If he's going to go, then I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to go. I think he'll use it as a bargaining chip, and he'll go to Madrid and he'll see what they've got to offer, and then he'll come back to Liverpool and say, well, these have offered me this. And then we'll see where we go from there. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion, and I don't think it's affecting his performances. I think he's just had a really poor game today. And
it's a really interesting discussion point. Craig, sorry to cut you off there. We are coming towards the end of the show. Thank you very much for your duties, and thank you as well, Tony, for your call. You can call in tomorrow night as well on the football phone-in with Salty.
Alexander-Arnold, forward ball, cut out by Lisandro Martinez. Martinez towards the left edge of the penalty. Fernandez to the left-hand side of him, runs in towards the box, sets up Lisandro Martinez, shoots! United 1-0 in front. Thumping left foot drive from Lisandro Martinez, crashing past Alisson into the roof of the net, Anfield Road, and the United fans behind the goal away to our left-hand side are delirious. They cannot believe it. United in front at Anfield, and Liverpool defensively not at the races again. Short ball there from Gravenberch towards McAllister. In comes Cody Gakpo! He's done it again! Cody Gakpo coming in from the left-hand side on his right foot. In so many games recently when Liverpool has been behind, it's Gakpo who's restored parity. That is a cracking finish from Gakpo. And Liverpool are back on terms before the hour mark. That is a crucial goal for the Reds. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester United 1. Trent Alexander-Arnold towards the right-hand side. In comes the cross. Right break here. The appeals are for a handball. The referee waves play on as the cross came in. All the Liverpool players appealed. As the ball was shotted.
It's handball. Massive.
It's handball by De Ligt, and the ball was away from his body significantly. Now VAR will look at that, and I think when the ball goes out of play, we're going to have a stoppage and the opportunity for it to be looked at. And VAR is going to look, and now the referee is holding the whistle to his mouth. He's going to have a look. He's made the signal.
I mean, that's the best angle you could see.
It's a penalty. Handball is signalled by Michael Oliver. The ball is on the spot. Salah looks towards it, then looks back and waits for the whistle. Takes 4 strides back, gets ready. It's an important moment in this match. Up he steps, scores! Left-footed, and Big Canada may just have got a touch. It doesn't matter. The ball is nestling into the back of the net. It's goal number 21 for Mo Salah. It's his 18th in this incredible period that he's having. Outstretched arms in front of the Kop. Here I am, I've done it again. Salah from the penalty spot. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 1.
Well, doesn't he love scoring against United? Salah, cool as you want.
Lofted pass forward from Martinez. Liverpool headed clear on as far as Fernandes. Ball to the right hand side for Alejandro Garnacho. Down towards the dead ball line, pulls it back, a chance! United have got themselves an equaliser. It slid into the back of the net by Ahmad. The run from Garnacho in behind the Liverpool back line, pulled it back towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and running in to meet it for United was Ahmad. We're all square at 2 apiece. Liverpool 2, United 2.
Liverpool's defending again there, shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Live Premier League football.
BBC Radio Merseyside.